Hour, we will talk a little bit about Major League Baseball and the possible work stoppage coming or not in 2026.
We should know about that. First of all, I will apologize. My voice is not going to be 100% today.
Oof, that is.
It sounds a lot different on the air.
Yeah, I know. It sounded better in the back. So I'll try to keep it brief. But you and I know about a work stoppage and Skraby, because we've got 2 weeks left before our lengthy work stoppage.
That one, of course, will be welcome, but not necessarily the baseball one that we'll talk to Alden González a little bit. You know, we didn't really get to ask one another about their Thanksgivings. You know, we kind of just rolled in yesterday, knocked out some. Lane Kiffin was front of mind. I hope you guys enjoyed the OT segment that was put up yesterday.
I'll put the link in the chat.
It was spirited, I would say.
Yeah, and now today, he says he's going to let his offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss Jr. go back and coach Old Miss in the playoffs. And I guess Old Miss is going to allow this. I like, it's one thing that Lane Kiffin's going to let the guy do this, but it's another thing that Old Miss is saying, yeah, bring him back.
I'd also read that players confronted Lane Kiffin throughout the season, like later on when rumors started to become real, because they were more fearing that they were going to lose their position coaches rather than lose Lane Kiffin. They're like, whatever, you can go at this point because you're going to go. But that is weird. I did not see that they're letting him go back for a couple games.
He is Charlie Weiss Jr. has already agreed to a 3-year deal, $6 million with LSU. So he's done and done.
Yo, that's a coordinator.
Yeah, $2 million a year for a coordinator. I just don't understand Old Miss. Like, to me, get all of you out of here.
Here's the other thing for Old Miss. And what I heard this morning was on one of the college shows on ESPN was saying that they were willing to pay him whatever it was.
Yeah.
That LSU offered.
Right.
He just felt like it was the better job, and that it was going to the NIL part.
I'll tell you why.
Oh no, I'll let you tell me.
Did you see the figure?
I did. I heard the figure.
Yeah, the figure is that LSU has committed through each year that he's the head coach at least $25 to $30 million in NIL monies for the football team.
It's certainly an advantage.
And here, let me get this, because I thought I put it later in the doc, but here's some of the things in the contract. He's 7 years, $91 million, which is $13 million a year and tied for the highest in college football.
Thank you.
If he wins the title, LSU has to make him the highest paid head coach.
Immediately. Who's the highest paid? Is that Lanning in Oregon?
I'll have to look that up in a second. His buyout, which is the craziest part of everything.
I told you that yesterday.
I know.
Overtime.
It's 80% of the remaining money of the contract, even if he gets a new job. So it's not like James Franklin, where James Franklin got a new job. They only had to pay him $9 million over 50. And then we already knew that he's going to get paid for whatever LSU
So Lane Kiffin has $91 million. So if he coaches 1 year and goes 4-8, and then he has $78 million left, they have to pay him 80% of that. To fire him.
He's certainly
LSU's stupid, and so is the. I saw the picture of the athletic director at LSU. Weird name, Vance, somebody or whatever. Anyway, I looked at the guy and
I went, to all those Vances out there.
Yeah, sorry to Vances. But anyway, I saw the picture of the guy, and the first thing I could think of is, God, you're dumb. Like, you're dumb. Like, you just wasted what, $80 million of the state's money to get rid of Brian Kelly, and then you did the same thing with Lane Kiffin. I just don't get that. How do those people get those jobs in the first place? Beyond me.
Yeah, it's a wild thing happening right now.
When is the governor going to come out and try to fire Lane Kiffin now?
Quiet.
And then try to sue him for the money that they owe him?
I wouldn't give it more than 3 games. I mean, if they go 0-3, that'll be the end of that.
I have a question in the Big Five about Lane Kiffin and how quickly he needs to turn it around or win a national championship.
Yeah, it's that is all going to work itself out over the next 12 months. We're going to see.
Last thing for me. Is anyone other than LSU students and alumni going to root for LSU to win a single game anywhere in this nation? I don't know anyone who's going to root for this guy to be successful.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We will certainly.
Are you reserving hope that you might be an LSU fan?
I'm not an LSU fan. It wouldn't matter if whoever was.
Georgia's Kirby Smart, according to our own Kurt Kenny, who does know his college football and was about to drive to Georgia at some point for the football playoff. He said Kirby Smart's highest paid in college football.
Kirby Smart,
which makes sense. He's won a couple national championships, things of that nature.
He's earned it.
I have a Padre topic.
Real quick, does the conversation, this is just playing devil's advocate here, but does the conversation change if they turn around and win a national championship next year? LSU?
Does it change to
in terms
of it?
Yeah.
I guess you have to say yes.
Well, I would say it's going to change a little, but Nick Saban, I think, was this despised by many people for doing what he did.
That's a good point.
And when he won, I think people said, okay, you are a great coach, but we still don't like you.
Right.
So
I think, but
Nick Saban hasn't become liked really until he got out of coaching, and now it's kind of on the sidelines. People think he's kind of funny.
I think that ultimately will be how this all plays out. I think is if he has success, he will win over a segment of people. A segment of people have already made their decision that no matter what, they're not going to stand him. They're not going to be able to stand him. And if when he walks away, and like Saban did, it'll change. I mean, but right now there is no question. He's talked about on other channels aside from sports channels.
Yes,
that's how in the red he is.
I saw an interview. Paid employee in the state of Louisiana.
Well, most coaches are. Bobby Knight was #1 in Indiana for all those years. So
new or anything.
Yeah, that's not new. But I saw an interview on CNN with a legislator from Louisiana. They asked 2 questions about that stuff, and then they said, "Okay, what do you think about Lane Kiffin?" Like right into that, and the guy, was obviously ecstatic that Lane was going to be representing their state. So there you go.
What happened to the energy of a few weeks ago when they were like crying foul over Brian Kelly? This is crazy to me that this happened.
They are no longer crying foul. They are crying tears of joy at this point.
Yes, they are.
It's insane. This is all going to end up bad. We know this. When an NFL team poaches Lane Kiffin and they owe him 80% of his money while he's coaching in the NFL.
Now here comes the tough part.
What?
There's literally nothing else to talk about.
Well, I have a Padres topic.
Okay.
Jeff Passan put out an article this morning about top 25, or Kylie McDaniel too. Top 25 players that are likely to be traded this offseason, or not likely, but the top 25 trade pieces.
Okay.
Jake Cronenworth is on that list, number 20, saying the predicted chance of getting traded 25%, but the write-up is saying that his contract is doable, 5 years and $60 million remaining. They can figure out what to do in the meantime defensively, but Jake Cronenworth might be the guy that ends up moving to give them a little bit of flexibility.
I mean, why shouldn't you just finish it off with saying that they're predicting he'll go to the Mariners, Pirates, Marlins, or Royals, which tells me that this is just something to write in an article.
That's not true, though, because they do a lot of trades with the Mariners. They do a lot of trades with the Pirates, the Marlins, and the Royals.
Here's what I would say. You would need to scour those 4 rosters and see what else could come back in return in order for it to be like, oh, okay, that makes some sense, right? I mean, off the top of my head, I can't think of a player. I mean, I'm not putting Paul Skeens aside, obviously.
Well, right. Real quick, Tony, right underneath Cronenworth at 22 is Sandy Alcantara from the Marlins. So maybe that would be something we'd be interested in.
Maybe so.
But how many of these 25 that they put in this story ultimately will get traded? 3?
Yeah, maybe.
Who's their number 1? Let me go back. I didn't even look at
I'm just saying.
Number 1 is Skubal.
So
Skubal's number 1, Ketel Marte number 2.
So if we're saying that 5 of the 25, we'll give them that. 5 of the 25 get traded. That means I could sit down tonight at home, write a list of 25 players, put it out there.
Articles so much.
Don't. That's not true. I use them in the show all the time. I love these things. There's something to talk about.
But why do you not like it when ESPN does it?
Well, no, I just think this is something to write. I don't think they have any more insight than anybody else.
I guess his point of if 5 of 25 work out and you start getting into the 20s, you might not be. Those guys might be very unlikely to go.
Right. If 20 of the 25 get traded, then I'm going to go, okay, you knew something.
All right, I'll give it to you that mostly these guys are just searching for the right contracts and the right situations. But we have brought it up before, and I do have breaking news, guys. This is about Joe Mauer-esque.
Are you breaking it now?
Yes, Alek Manoah and the Angels have agreed on a 1-year deal.
Well, finally the show can take off now.
I just get so upset whenever I see these pop-ups from Jeff Passan. I'm like, Padres, nope.
Stop expecting that. All right, let's get to break. We will figure out what else we're going to talk about. Alden González will join us.
I think we should talk about your new, your old favorite player who popped up last night and caused you a night's worth of anguish.
Oh, yes, he did, didn't he?
Dylan the villain.
He was in rare form, literally
last night. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, he
did. We'll get to it on the other side. We're Gwynn and Chris.
With T-Mobile, we don't miss out on any family fiestas.
Hola, mija, ¿cómo quedó el mole? It turned out great.
That's okay. Rest
217.
my voice a little bit today.
217 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Sello, Matt Skraby.
We just have the most random things happen outside the studio.
Yeah,
People keep coming to the studio and pointing in here.
There's like 7 people out there.
I'm kind of used to this. This is kind of like being in the cage during spring training, and people are like,
yeah. Skraby and I are not used to this. We feel like we're in a cage, but not at spring training right now.
It also helps that my back is turned, so I can't really see it.
It's the higher ups, and they're all just talking in like a triangle right now, and then they turn around and they point at us like, what are they doing?
Yeah, it's not very comforting.
It's not comforting at all.
I know what Jackson Merrill was doing today, guys. Just
one
of those random ones. A friend sent a picture of his son, Junior, posing with Jackson at a driving range after hitting some golf balls today.
Wait, I thought
nice photo here. So I don't know who they are, but anyway. Like on a day like this where we're searching for news, that qualifies.
Do we know what driving range it was?
I don't. No.
Okay, I need to find this picture so I can see if I know the driving range.
All right. So what happened to the Lakers last night, Tony? We talked them up yesterday. They were rolling along, and then they, every team has a bad game. Sound like they had one, but Dylan Brooks seemed to relish in their bad game.
Dylan the villain struck again.
Yeah.
But, usually he's not good when he's striking in terms of the actual game.
Right.
But yesterday he had himself a day, and he was,
letting them know.
Even though I'm not I can't stand Dylan the villain, it was fun to kind of see him finally get one. Because
he sounded like he got under LeBron's skin just a little, at least. LeBron was, they've kind of had it going back and forth for a while.
I think, Dylan has acted
he acts like an idiot.
Yeah, he's acted like an idiot most of the time. And he's lost almost all of those battles.
Right.
Like he has come up on the wrong end. Yesterday he didn't, and he helped the Suns win 125-108. And man, you could not have sold me that he would have been the main reason and the leading scorer. He was only behind Luka Doncic.
Yeah,
38 for Doncic. Brooks 33, 15 of 26 from the field.
Yeah, since when did they allow Dylan Brooks to take that many shots? He averages 14 points for his career, which is a lot more than I thought he averaged, to be honest with you. But a 33-point game's kind of out of nowhere. On the other side, Tony, you watch the game probably closer, but how close did LeBron come to not making it to 10 points? Because that's starting to become a thing all of a sudden. Now he's up to, I think it's 1297, a streak going back 17 years. But there's been a couple games recently where he's had to get there at the last minute or two.
I didn't watch it close enough to know if he was like in the last couple of minutes.
Right.
To get
I think it was the fourth quarter. He needed a couple hoops, but maybe it'd be better if that just streak goes away. But they're trying to keep it alive for him, which I understand as well.
I mean, listen, I don't know if they're trying to, they were losing by about 15, 16 in the fourth anyway. So
no, at that point,
he's in the game. He's going to be in the game. But I think yesterday was kind of one of those days where they didn't come out ready to play. They had been really good defensively. They were not very good defensively last night. They turned the ball over a bunch, and that's a good recipe to lose a game.
Yeah, I think one thing, if you're looking for something to do
21
tonight,
turnovers.
Yeah, if you're looking for something to watch tonight, the Thunder playing the Warriors on NBC. I think it's one of these games. Have you seen these games, Tony, on Tuesday night? They come on at 8:00. Which
I think it's called coast to coast. Like they have
it's not coast to East Coast because everyone's asleep on the East Coast.
Well, I'm saying I think they have a early East Coast game, and then they have a West Coast game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the Thunder's 20-1 though, so maybe something to keep an eye on. They're playing the Warriors tonight. The bad news is I don't think Steph Curry's in that. He's out for a little while.
Yeah, you got Knicks Celtics the early game,
okay,
and then you got Thunder Warriors the late game.
Oh, you know who's out for an indefinite period of time?
Yes, your boy Zion, 3 weeks,
again?
not indefinite, 3 weeks.
Well, Sham said it's a lengthy period of time. He already missed 8 games last month due to a hamstring injury. I just got to ask. I'm not saying it about Zion, but why do teams pay all this money for guys who consistently get injured? I don't get it.
Did he get the money when he got injured, or he's been getting injured since he got the money?
No, he's been injured his entire career.
It's just been bad luck, man.
Bad luck.
Is it time?
He supposedly came in great shape this year. That's what they said. He got in shape. But
all that pepperoni went to his hamstring.
Oh, now listen to you. Listen to you.
What I was going to say, is it time to maybe be a tiny bit impressed that he's able to sit out 15 games, come in, score 35 every game, and then get hurt and miss 15 more? Because when he's in there, he's averaging 25 points a game for his career.
Yeah.
And that's, missing all these games. So it is crazy that he can just come in and play like that.
I'm going to go and get Chris some lemon tea. Everybody's calling him Blanche from Golden Girls on the chat.
Which one was that?
I don't even know.
I think that was the taller one, right?
B. Arthur? But you don't know the actress's name, so
No.
I'll look it up. But
No.
yeah, okay.
I'll be back.
I'm sure the chat can.
I'm taking one for the team today. Sorry, everybody. I appreciate you putting up with it. Doing my best. Another thing I saw last night, I did watch the football, Tony, and the
Did
reminder.
you see Dart get
That's what I
pummeled
was going
again?
to just say.
My
What I was going to
God.
just say. What reminded me in that game is that football is dangerous.
Yeah.
And it is violent. And
super violent.
that guy, number 53 for the Patriots, I think it's Ellis.
Yeah.
He got the hit on Dart. That was one. But then on the kickoff return, he hit the guy helmet to helmet straight on. The guy fumbled. The Patriots recovered. No penalty, no nothing. I don't know what the rule is in the NFL, but it's not the same as college, because in college he'd be ejected from the game immediately. I wonder if
You're
he'll
not
get a
supposed to
fine or
lower the
something.
crown. You're not supposed to hit with the crown of your
That's
helmet.
exactly what he did, and he crushed the guy head to head. Of course, the Ellis, the Patriot guy, just got up and seemed to relish in that hit. I mean, that's the crazy lunatics you're playing up against sometimes.
The hit he got on Dart, it was clean.
It was inbounds.
It was 100% clean.
It looked like it wasn't, but when they showed the replay, it was. Yeah.
And we'll say it again, Jackson, please get out. You're gonna get you almost got decapitated on that particular play.
Jackson Dart, I will give him credit. He asked him about it after the game. He said, "Hey, this ain't soccer." So he was, he got it. He's like, "Hey, I got the hit.
That's fine. That's not soccer, but you might be playing soccer. You keep running like that.
Take your toll for sure. I mean, could you imagine? It's not going to happen, and I don't wish it to. But if Tua was running near the sidelines and got hit like that,
I think Tua knows better now at this point.
I guess, but that guy hits hard. Patriots hit hard. I mean, they were lighting up some of those guys last night.
I wonder, Skraby got out of here just in time, since we started talking about the Patriots and their head coach now. They are running away.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel didn't tell
and hiding.
Mike Vrabel didn't tell Ellis after those hits, "Hey, take it easy."
Nah.
He went over and said, "Hey, that's the job you're to do." And I think that's the whole thing that Vrabel's able to bring.
He brings toughness. I think that's the two things, the thing that kind of
was quick, by the way. I wish when I ordered lemon tea elsewhere, it came this quickly.
Actually, it's not lemon tea. It's cranberry harvest.
Well, that's not going to help, is it?
Yeah.
Well, Skraby, more importantly, did you see your favorite head coach get another W last night?
Impressively.
Oh, Mike Vrabel.
Mm-hmm. The more you do this, the more you go crazy.
I'm at this point. I can't talk anymore. Although,
what do you got on?
They're getting wins over a Giants team that doesn't have a coach, has a quarterback that runs through walls.
Yeah,
and they're playing away on Monday.
They're also beating them like they should, though.
Yeah,
like a drum.
How did the 10-2 Rams fare this week? I mean, it's the NFL, and you still got to win these games.
Anybody can be beat.
You know what Mike Vrabel's smartest decision was? Buying in on Drake May, because that guy is good. He is for real.
I think he's for real, but I also don't see a hand get laid on this guy. They
Who's
block
that?
Drake May.
No,
I see him go back to pass. I see him survey the field. I see him maybe dance a couple steps to his right and then throw a clean pocket. It's similar to what I used to see with Brady when he used to go back there. And I think that helps make Drake good.
I'm being told to zip it on the chat because I've been trash talking Mike Vrabel all year long.
You have.
We're gonna go to somewhere and introduce you to him straight up. See how that goes.
I would tell him how much I loved him.
Yes,
If he was standing in front of me, that guy's huge. Are you kidding me?
He's not a small man.
No, and his mustache just makes me more scared of him for some reason.
By the way, the Giants once again proving that they were correct in firing their coach, but keeping their genius of a GM. General Manager Joe Shane was asked about the Giants' 2-11 record this year and 5 wins over the past 2 years. Shane reasoned, quote, "Not good enough." Yeah, no kidding.
No kidding.
Thanks. Yeah.
I don't like the New York Giants because they beat my team in big games, but I feel for the Giants fans right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, the fans haven't deserved anything like this to happen to them, but, that's how it's been rolling. All right, let's get to break. On the other side, Alden González to talk a little Major League Baseball, not Padre Baseball, but Major League Baseball. More Gwynn and Chris.
Ben and Woods on the
Alden González will join us shortly. Talk a little bit about this Major League Baseball situation. A lot of talk of a salary cap. At least that's the
Why? Why do they keep wasting their time?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Because it again.
That's like asking somebody out on a date that has told you no 30 times. You decide to ask them again.
It's going to take.
It's going to be 31.
It's going to take. The real question is, could any of us, and when I say us, the baseball community, handle what would come if they actually indeed pursued that?
What do you mean? Like, would we like baseball better? Or...
No. Would we be able to survive without it for a significant amount of time?
I say no.
Better question. Can baseball survive?
Yes.
With a long stoppage.
1994 with no World Series into 1995. It was teetering a little bit. It was not guaranteed when they came back that fans would come back, and they really didn't until somebody started giving McGuire and Sosa all those steroids, and they hit all those home runs. But that was 1998, so it was actually about a 3-year stretch where baseball was way down. But like, I watched the games, you watched the games, but you know what I mean. In general, it was way down.
I watched a documentary about it, and they were kind of saying the sentiment at the time was that the players were greedy and they should feel happy that they're making the money that they are. I don't feel like that's the same sort of environment that we're in now.
I think the society is just more educated about all of this stuff than they were in 1994. That's one thing.
Right.
I think the other thing is in 2025, there's so many different avenues for
a lot more to go watch
people to turn their attention to that wasn't available in 1994.
There's just one thing that keeps sticking in my mind. Every time people say they're not going to do something, they always do it. Like, no one's going to give up going to the grocery store to get prices back down, you know? Everybody's just going to keep doing it and paying the prices. Look at the Colorado Rockies.
No, but we have to eat. I mean,
right.
Okay,
this is a luxury.
Yeah. Okay, a terrible example. Okay, I'll just put it in the Colorado Rockies. They don't demand a good team to go see the game. They're going to buy tickets regardless of what the team is doing.
That is a luxury. If it's just gone and people start to apply the money they spend on that,
something else to do while it's gone, and will they stop doing that?
Will they be upset enough?
Some will
to stay away.
I think there'll be some that are upset, but I think there'll be more that just go off in another direction, and you have trouble bringing them back.
Yeah,
because we have to do something. It's been proven ever since World War II, back then, that even during the 4 or 5 years of the war, when nobody was working and nobody had any money, and there was the Great Depression and everything was happening, the same money was still spent going to movies and things like that.
They found other avenues.
We need entertainment.
Right.
We always need that.
Right.
So we'll find.
And there's
something.
a lot more of it now than there was.
That's right.
In 1994. All right, let's go to the phone lines. Alden González, ESPN, friend of the show, joins us. Alden, how are you, my friend? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was great, Tony. Fantastic. How was yours?
It was good, man. Nice and quiet. Half my family was on the East Coast. Half my family was here. We made it work. Let's talk a little baseball. I saw your article here a couple days ago talking about the possible work stoppage before the 27 season. It's no guarantee. Both sides have, I think, started communicating at this point. But you asked a very good question. Why? Why would they want to do it with business booming right now, seemingly better than it has in quite some time, solely to get a salary cap, Alden?
I think it is a fair question. Like, the sport in many ways is in really good shape right now. And I mean, as you probably are maybe slightly old enough to remember from the mid-90s, just what that work stoppage did to the sport and how long it took for the sport to actually recover from that. It would be awful to go down that path again. And it's still early, and a lot can change. But economic disparity continues to be, and increasingly so, a major flashpoint in the sport. And it's been exacerbated by the Dodgers and Mets spending to levels that other teams claim that they can't. You saw Hal Steinbrenner, the Yankees owner, talk about how he'd be in favor of a salary cap. And I mean, like, when you have the Yankees owner coming out talking about how he would support a certain type of salary cap, I think that says something about the mindset of these owners right now. I don't know if you caught what happened with Marquee Sports Network, the Chicago Cubs, but like every team, I shouldn't say every team, but every team maybe except for the Dodgers, maybe the Blue Jays, has been impacted by the regional sports network business completely deteriorating. And I mean, the Padres are chief among them. The Padres were among the first teams in baseball to lose their RSN deal. And that was a major source of fixed annual revenue every year that the owners no longer have. And now a lot of them point to that in saying that the economic disparity is greater than ever. They can't afford to keep up with several other teams, the bigger market teams, and it's a problem that needs to be addressed in negotiations. And then on the other side of that, you have a players union that has said from its foundation, from its inauguration, that they would never accept a salary cap. And when those are the starting points, it's a pretty precarious situation, even though we are still 12 months out from this actually being a real thing that affects the sport.
Alden González is with us. Alden, excuse my voice, down and out a little today, but that's really the biggest problem here. Tony talks about it all the time. I think he has a little closer feel for the player side of it, that they will never, ever, ever, never do a salary cap. So, the owners are going to try to convince them that they just have to have one this time. But I don't believe the owners. I'm not trying to say that they're not getting as much money as they used to with TV. I get that. But the owners, every single time push comes to shove, these owners seem to find enough money to pay these big name players. And so until they can get that under control, I feel like the players are always going to feel the money's there.
Absolutely. And look, every single one, and this thing, it's hard to feel pity for all of these owners who are multi-billionaires, and who also, by the way, own these franchises that continue to increase in value.
Yeah.
And you can say, like, okay, fine, that's not actual realized dollars, but you sell your team and you're going to make, I don't know how many times what you purchased them for, depending on how far back you go, but those franchise values continue to go up. And, the problem too is that, outside of the Atlanta Braves, who are part of a publicly traded company, like, we are not privy to their finances. We are privy to the Braves finances, and they make a ton of money. And to their credit, they put that money back into their roster.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, and that's the problem here too, is that we don't know exactly what the owners' financial pictures are. We just got to take their word for it. And a lot of people are not trusting of these owners. And so that's why it seems as if sometimes with this stuff, you get to a stalemate and it can't really be worked out. I will say, though, if I'm looking at sort of a brighter side to this, and I don't know if it's a brighter side, but I keep thinking that it would be really difficult. It would be really difficult for the sport to go through an entire economic overhaul before the league nationalizes its media rights. And MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred has talked about how his goal is to nationalize all the media rights, basically have all the local media rights of all 30 teams under MLB's umbrella. But that's not going to happen until after the 2028 season. And until you nationalize those and you sell those and you know how much money you're going to make off that, you're not really sure what league revenues are. And so even if you want to implement a salary cap system, I think it would be really difficult. And I think it would be hard to change the entire economic landscape of the sport until you handle media. And that's still going to be 2 years away from this last round of negotiations. I keep going back to that and thinking, all right, maybe they'll just kick the can down the road. They'll talk tough, but at the end of the day, they're not going to want to miss games. They're going to wait so that they could maximize the media revenue. I keep thinking that, but we'll see.
Alden González joins us. ESPN does a terrific job out with a new article on ESPN. And Alden, you kind of hit on something I was gonna ask you about. That was kind of the sentiment, seemingly going into this season, was that they wanted to nationalize all the media, but that's gonna take convincing the Yankees, the Dodgers to kind of allow their cash cow, if you will, to be split or put into or given into the hands of the owner. What is the latest rounds of TV kind of deals that Manfred has pulled off here, getting back in with ESPN? Netflix is now a part of it. How does that mix in? Is that him really kicking it down to 2028 when those deals come about, or were those deals a little bit longer than 2028?
No, he has said it ever since Diamond Sports Group, which owned the majority of the RSNs, or owned the more RSNs than any other affiliate did. When they went through the bankruptcy process, he said that his goal is to nationalize revenue by the end of 2028. And these deals are a direct signal toward that. All of them expire in 2028. These are all 3-year deals. The ESPN one, the Netflix one. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody else in here. But all the deals here are through 2028. That's when the league's going to nationalize all the revenue. But you're right, Tony. I mean, you asked the central question here. I mean, one of the Dodgers' biggest advantages, maybe, outside of Shohei Ohtani and just the economic driver that he is their RSN deal and how ironclad it is and also how lucrative it is. And I think that's going to be the biggest question. How do you convince the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Red Sox, I'll throw the Blue Jays in there, maybe the Phillies and the Giants?
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, if you're going to sell these rights nationally to a major company like an ESPN, like an Apple, like a Netflix, you're not gonna get anywhere close to the amount of money if you don't have the big market teams.
Right.
You need those teams in there, and that's gonna be the biggest thing. And it's gonna be like, how does it work in terms of collective bargaining? Like, I'm pretty sure that if you're the Dodgers or the Yankees, you don't want it to be split evenly among 30 teams.
Right.
Nor should you think that. You deserve a bigger piece of the pie, and that's something that they're going to have to work out.
I would imagine that's exactly, when they get down to brass tacks and the owners ask for a salary cap, I'm positive that's what the players are going to counter with. Like, well, why don't you just get your teams to kind of get in the same page and kind of split their revenue amongst each other? I mean, it does seem like a very, as you said, precarious situation. Do they end up just kicking the can down in the collective bargaining agreement so everybody can see what happens in 2028? Like, how does that factor into this?
Yeah, and that's the thing. And here's the good thing for me is that I can kick the can down the road, right? Like, I don't have to. I am dreading covering this again because I feel like I just covered this recently.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. They've had like informal talks, but they're not really gonna get down to brass tacks until like maybe this coming spring training. That's when this is really gonna start. And then they're gonna hem and haw until maybe November. November is gonna be when they really get down to it next November. So at this point, I don't know that either side has truly defined what their bargaining points are going to be. We know that MLB is going to push in some way to a salary cap. What does that look like? How are they going to get the union to agree to it? I think both sides are still trying to figure that out.
Alden González is with us. By the way, Alden, you may think you don't have to make a decision now, but Tony and I are going to recommend you for commissioner of baseball. So you may have to be involved soon.
I don't want that job.
I'm sure you do. Well, you'd be a voice of reason, which is something that they probably wouldn't know how to deal with. We were kicking it around before you came on. If they did strike or there was a stoppage for a year, compared to 94, how much more would it hurt the sport this time? They have to at least be thinking about that in the back of their mind before they do anything that stupid.
Yeah, and to the earlier point about just media and sort of capitalizing on that, like how much would it hurt the product, in the sense that, like, your rights are no longer as valuable, and the league continues to tout how valuable those rights are. Right. I mean, compared to what, 94, 95, you're talking 30 years ago, more than 30 years ago by that point it'll be.
Yeah.
I mean, think about all the other things that are at fans' disposal these days to get their attention, right? Like attention spans have never been more fickle than they are right now. So the sport will be forgotten. I mean, not completely forgotten. I don't want to be so hyperbolic, but it'll be so much easier to lose fans because they have so many things in society today that are occupying their attention. It's the type of risk that honestly, and this adds further fascination to this, but it's the type of risk that the sport can't really take, I don't think. So that's what's going to make this so fascinating.
So fast. I mean, listen, it was part of the issue why the baseball had to make some of the rule changes. People were bored with it. They were moving away, right? And then you throw something like this in front of them, it could get tricky very, very fast. Alden, as always, man, appreciate you coming on, spending some time with us. We'll catch up again soon.
No problem, guys. All right, take care.
Thanks,
Alden González, ESPN.
He got a little scared when I mentioned commissioner.
I would have too. I don't want the problems. Quick, this is interesting. I think you guys will want to know this. In Alden's article, who are the primary names fans should know on both sides of negotiation? Paul Skeens is one of those negotiations.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about player side.
Player side, yes.
What?
You think he would be out there representing
the owners?
I don't think that he doesn't scream public office to me.
Well, I'm going to give you the rest of the names. Scooble is on there. Chris Bassett also on there. Our very own Jake Cronenworth is on that.
He's a voice of reason.
Yeah. Pete Fairbanks, who I think is hilarious, by the way. Cedric Mullins, Marcus Simeon, and Brett Suter are all representative, and there's one representative of each team. So yeah, thought you guys might want to know. On the owner's side, you could probably guess some of these names.
Don't tell me Dick's in
Dick is the first name, headed by Dick Montford.
What?
He's also joined by Hal, who's crying poor basically right now. Hal Steinbrenner, John Sherman of the Chiefs of the Royals. Jerry Reinsdorf, one of the old heads, still in there.
Who is excellent at work stoppages.
Isn't he also like giving up the team too?
I'm not sure.
Ishbia was like bought it, I thought.
But he's the old guard.
Yeah, but
No,
you know
I
what?
know
I don't know that matters. If I'm not mistaken, I think Ron was still heading the owner's side, even though I think he's part of the team. Ron Fowler still. Right. So I don't know that matters. He's certainly, and then you got Ray Davis, Texas Rangers, Mark Antanasio, the Milwaukee Brewers, and there are other, owners involved. But those are the main heads that'll be. And I got to say, based off of that group, if it's about them, it's a pretty cool-headed individuals in that group. I don't know about Dick, but the rest of them are.
How could you be a group of owners and say, that's the guy we want as our point man?
Is he the guy who was the only one volunteering for it?
He might be the one that is most hardline.
See,
we have to keep costs low.
Yeah, right.
he seems like he might be the most hard line.
Like, I can understand why the Padres, Dodgers, Giants, and Diamondbacks want him there forever, because that's one less team they have to compete with, and they know it. But to have him representing baseball is terrible.
They might be upset when they add these two new teams, because the Rockies very well might not be in the Western Division once these other two teams are out.
We got to do what we can to keep them here.
Keep them in the division.
Yeah, keeps us out of the cellar forever.
I guess Paul Skeens, I was thinking about the players. Paul Skeens would represent the newer players, but he doesn't really represent.
It's not about the newer players, because if the players' issue most likely is that there's too much of a gap between the top 2% and then everybody else.
Yeah.
They'd like the middle class to get a significant raise. I think that's part of the goal every year. I mean, the minimum goes up, right? But the middle class of Major League Baseball players probably is the one that's getting jobbed the most, the way things kind of work out right now.
You would think that the higher, like the Bryce Harpers and those people, would be the people out front because they're the head of it, but they don't represent most of the people.
Right. It's guys like Jake, Cedric Mullins, Bassett's, that's their middle class of
and Paul Skeens is kind of there because he's not
he's got there early, right?
He's not yet to the big money.
Remind everybody, all guests on 97.3 The Fan, join us on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. ESPN.com. The Daily Gambit on deck. Hour number 2 here on Gwynn and Chris. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby. Great conversation, I thought, with Alden González. You guys can check that back on YouTube if you want to go back and listen. What's the other...
I'll give you all the ways you can go back.
Give us
and
the
check.
other mechanisms that you can get back.
We got YouTube, 97.3 The Fan on YouTube, or we have the Gwynn and Chris SD YouTube. You can watch the show, go back and find it. Also, you could go to the Odyssey app and type in 97.3 The Fan or Gwynn and Chris. You can see all the chapters on there. Or you could go on 97.3thefansd.com and look it up under the podcast section. There's many ways. Many ways.
I almost asked you, did you clip yesterday's OT on Instagram, but never mind.
I did not yesterday, but I think we need to figure out the funny part, which might just be Chris's open and close.
I think it was all pretty good. I thought
we were fiery.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good conversation.
By the way, real quick, I mean, you listen to that conversation if you really, listen to it, and the things that Alden said. Because everyone will say if and when they strike or stop playing, everyone will go, why did they do this? What are they? They're so ridiculous. But when you listen to the things that are at stake here, it almost seems like it has to happen because the owners can't keep, in their mind, spending the money. The players on their side don't want the money to be cut off, and the TV revenue is another big part of it. Yep. It's almost like it has to happen, and that's why it seems like we're headed that way.
It seems like though they either side won't be able to negotiate a major change like that, one way or another, salary cap or not, until the TV thing is decided. And
that's 2028.
That's 28. And so when he says kicking the can down the road, certainly a scenario in which they just do a collective bargaining agreement for 2 years to get to 28 and then find out how willing the Dodgers and the Yankees are willing to play ball in terms of the TV rights. Because as Alden succinctly put it, why on earth would they give up their cash cow? That is truly the advantage.
The television revenue.
It is truly the advantage, specifically for the Dodgers. And so why would they? I mean, I certainly hope somehow that Rob Manfred has a trick up his sleeve that will get them to be like, oh, yeah, I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah, he doesn't have a trick up his sleeve.
You don't think
we
so?
know that, no.
Very well. A little bit of an announcement to make. What was that, Skraby? Your mic was off, buddy. I asked that if you guys aren't doing anything Saturday, January 24th, you come on down and join me. The American Lung Association Pickleball Tournament and Gala. Again, Saturday, January 24th, 2026. The Hub in San Diego, 9. It's off of Campus Road there. Campo Road there in Spring Valley. Get ready for a pickling.
Oh no! Who wrote this?
And dancing fundraiser with 300 plus business, community, sports, and health leaders for this exclusive and unforgettable athleisure style event to advance, most importantly, clean air, defeat lung cancer, and improve lung health for all. Tournament is king of court format. Friendly competition followed by dinner, dancing, live music, amazing prizes, raffles, and supporting an amazing mission. I've been a part of the American Lung Association now in San Diego for about 5 years. And so they do really good work. We've had a few events here in San Diego over the last couple of years. The Lung Walk happened. We've done it for like 3 or 4 years. And so, yeah, if you want to participate, get you guys, head to pickleforlungs.org. That's pickleforlung.org. Schedule of the event, it starts at 3 p.m. It'll end at around 7. I mean, you got dinner at 6:30, so it's a nice afternoon of a good time, and it's for a good cause. So, again, if you want more information, check out pickleforlungs.org.
I've never played pickleball.
It's actually a fun game. I
fun.
actually see why so many people get hurt, because you think you're playing in like this small area, you're not chasing, but that only makes you think you can go harder. And for most of the people who are playing pickleball, they are above the age of just being able to turn it up when you want to.
And their knees don't move in that direction anymore.
Right. A lot of folks enjoy pickleballing.
So you could,
I mean, what
pickles?
Couple years ago, there was the whole staff would get up every city and would go play for the Padres and go play pickleball at different pickleball courts in whatever city it was.
How long has this sport been around for?
I lasted for about two cities. They were getting up too early, too often, and I wasn't ready to do that.
Wait, you're not getting up at 4 a.m. to go play some pickleball?
No. I'm going to play some hoop at about 5 a.m., but not for pickleball, though.
Yeah.
Chris, you played pickleball?
I don't, because I'm worried about the knee thing. I honestly, that's it. I think it'd be fun to play, but I think you're just an injury waiting to happen.
It's kind of like, I know that Sammy Lev is a massive pickleball
I can
player.
see Sammy being a maniac on the pickleball court.
Lev is great. No, remember last year when he had a day off, he went to the pickleball courts in Arizona.
I do remember
training.
that. I do remember that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some daily gambit.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo! If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. I'm going to go through this as quick as possible. Giants, Patriots, total score over, under 46.5 points. Chris and I went over 33-15, 48 points. So Chris and I win that one. Jackson Dart, over, under 237.5 rushing plus passing yards. Chris went over. Tony and I went under. He had 139 passing yards, 20 rushing yards, 159 total yards. So Tony and I win that one. And then in maybe one of the most pathetic wide receiver matchups that we've ever been on.
Only because you lost.
No, it's just pathetic in general.
No, it's just pathetic as
Wan'Dale Robinson with a spread of -7 against Stephon Diggs. Here I am saying Stephon Diggs is this great wide receiver. He had 26 yards last night. Wan'Dale Robinson had 34. Even minus the 7, he still wins at 27 yards.
One by one.
Wan'Dale.
Wan'Dale.
My guy.
The Lakers, -4.5 against the Suns. We all went Lakers. We were all wrong. Suns win 125-108. Detroit, -9.5 against the Hawks. Chris went Hawks. Tony and I went Detroit. Detroit only won by 1 point here, but they did win. They didn't win the bet. 99-98.
My man Cade Cunningham is nasty.
He keeps winning games.
Do you see how that last game or that last possession, Detroit gets the ball, they're up 1, comes down, trying to dribble it out. They start coming at him, and he just kind of sliced and diced his way to the basket, put them up 3. They end up winning that game.
That's the difference.
He's good, man.
He's the difference between Detroit and the Bulls right now. The Bulls have a good team. They don't have anybody to finish the game.
You're right.
And Cade Cunningham is finishing games for Detroit.
Where's Ben Gordon?
Yeah, they could use old Ben.
Ben Gordon.
Wow. I have a really, really great knowledge of
UConn Husky.
Yeah, where'd that one
early
come from?
2010 basketball because of my fantasy basketball experience.
Yeah, Ben Gordon had some moments, but
yeah.
Not
anyway,
enough.
Jokic over under 53.5 points plus rebounds plus assists last night. Chris and Tony went under. I went over.
That was stupid.
He had 29 points, 20 rebounds, and 13 assists for 62 total.
That's
that is
ridiculous.
Those are video game numbers right there.
Yeah, they are.
Troy, This one's
Did
fun.
you hear this one?
I just saw.
Okay, so Troy only does one thing, and that's play double OT games.
Right.
Because they were minus 17.5 against West Georgia. I chose West Georgia. You guys went Troy. West Georgia ended up beating Troy 93-89 in double OT. All they do is play OT games. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Washington women.
But wait a minute. What does that mean that West Georgia's better than we are? West Georgia beat them. We couldn't. Yikes.
We're the only one that they did beat.
Right.
In the
That's right.
double OT. They lost to SC.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, it gets more and more depressing as we dig into it.
I know.
Washington women's basketball team minus 38.5 against, I believe, San Jose State.
Yeah.
We all went Washington. We were all wrong. They won 80-54, so that's only 26 points. Finally, St. Louis Blues minus 1.5 on the puck line over the Ducks. We all went Blues. Ducks win 4-1.
And I was correct. The Ducks did have to use their third string goalie, but he's stoned St. Louis. So
yeah, seriously.
You never know.
Real quick, this hour 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by U.S. Wellness Meats. This holiday serves something truly special. 100% grass-fed beef, lamb, and bison, plus pasture-raised pork and poultry from U.S. Wellness Meats. Sustainably raised, shipped to your door. Get 20% off your first order at uswellnessmeats.com.
Can I just, we're going to give you the games in the next segment. But before we get there, I want to tell you in the next segment, there is one of the most high-profile people in the recent history of the world of sports, who is currently one of the top favorites to win the Academy Award for Best Actor in a Motion Picture. You know anything about this?
Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards is not.
For playing Kermit in that movie?
Ant-Man.
He was great.
No. Okay, this guy is way more worldwide popular than Anthony Edwards. He could be the winner of Best Actor. I'll tell you who that is in the next segment.
Someone who is a current professional athlete?
Just current world of sports. Incredibly well-known, like beyond what you would imagine. But you would never expect this person to be winning an Academy Award.
Man, this is a tease
Yes,
right
it
here.
is. Let's get to break. More Gwynn Chris on the other side.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're
Thank you for listening to 97.3 The Fan. Be back shortly. I would be back shortly if the thing will click. See, I'm clicking. I have no idea what's happening. It's not playing any commercials right now. Well, this is just great, everybody. Let me see if I could try to start another one. All right. Well, this is awesome. On the air right now with no help, and there are no commercials to be played. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, everybody? You're getting a real live thing right here. This is real live Matt Skraby. I'm going to have to restart Wide Orbit real quick. So goodbye, Wide Orbit. It's not even closing. I'm going to text Adam, and I'm going to say, Adam, I tried to go to break and the commercials did not play, and the program won't shut down. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to do some Control-Alt-Delete over here. Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, I got it. Task Manager. It's not coming up. There it goes. Task Manager came up, everybody. I have no idea. I'm way too generous with my stroke giving. Never mind.
Are you really?
Never mind.
Wait.
I did not mean for that to happen. I did not.
That sounds like a promo to me.
Skraby's giving out strokes. I can't wait to hear that one. I'm going to laugh for a while on that one.
Nate says, Skraby, maybe you should date her.
You might be a generous stroke giver, but I don't think she really wants to leave her boyfriend for that.
All right, that was good. In full disclosure, I'm reading this. Tony can't gather himself right now. That was a good one, Chris. That was a really good one. So I saw this at 7-Eleven, and I had to get it. It's called the One Chip Challenge. It was sitting there in the aisle, and I thought, why not? Because I am into spicy stuff. But this thing looks pretty hot. I'm not going to lie. It says a Reaper pepper and a Scorpion pepper. It's also in the shape of a coffin, which doesn't make me very happy about that. It doesn't make me feel good. Oh, extreme heat, it says. I'm going to try a little bit first, just so I don't die, I guess. That's the thing I'm saying. This looks... I don't even know if I should be eating this. It looks like it has mold or something, but let's see how hot it is. Let's go. There's a little bit of spice there. It's going. Oh, man. This is hot. Not that bad, though. I still have this side to go. It is getting hot. I'm not gonna lie. My mouth is like getting crazy. Now it's kicking in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish this. Honestly, it's getting serious. I gotta go with the milk. My mouth is dying right now. Yeah, this is not fun, guys. Never gonna do that again because my mouth is on fire. Thank you for listening to 97.3 The Fan. Be back shortly. I would be back shortly if the thing will click. See, I'm clicking. I'm clicking. I have no idea what's happening. It's not playing any commercials right now. Well, this is just great, everybody. Let me see if I could try to start another one. All right. Well, this is awesome. On the air right now with no help, and there are no commercials to be played. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, everybody? You're getting a real live thing right here. This is real live Matt Skraby. I'm going to have to restart Wide Orbit real quick, so goodbye, Wide Orbit. It's not even closing. I'm going to text Adam, and I'm going to say, Adam, I tried to go to break, and the commercials did not play, and the program won't shut down. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to do some Control-Alt-Delete over here. Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, I got it. Task Manager. It's not coming up. There it goes. Task Manager came up, everybody. I have no idea. I'm way too generous with my stroke giving. Never mind.
Are you really?
Never mind.
Wait.
I did not mean for that to happen. I did not.
That sounds like a promo to me.
Skraby's giving out strokes. I can't wait to hear that one. I'm gonna laugh for a while on that one.
Nate says, Skraby, maybe you should date her.
You might be a generous stroke giver, but I don't think she really wants to leave her boyfriend for that.
All right, that was good. That was good. In full disclosure, I'm reading this. Tony can't gather himself right now. That was a good one, Chris. That was a really good one. So I saw this at 7-Eleven, and I had to get it. It's called the One Chip Challenge. It was sitting there in the aisle, and I thought, why not? Because I am into spicy stuff. But this thing looks pretty hot. I'm not going to lie. It says a Reaper pepper and a Scorpion pepper. It's also in the shape of a coffin, which doesn't make me very happy about that. It doesn't make me feel good. Oh, extreme heat, it says. I'm going to try a little bit first, just so I don't die, I guess. That's the thing I'm saying. This looks... I don't even know if I should be eating this. It looks like it has mold or something, but let's see how hot it is. Let's go. There's a little bit of spice there. It's going. Oh, man. This is hot. It's not that bad, though. I still have this side to go. It is getting hot. I'm not gonna lie. My mouth is like getting crazy. Now it's kicking in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish this. Honestly, it's getting serious. I gotta go with the milk. My mouth is dying right now. Yeah, this is not fun, guys. Never gonna do that again because my mouth is on fire. Thank you for listening to 97.3 The Fan. Be back shortly. I would be back shortly if the thing will click. See, I'm clicking. I'm clicking. I have no idea what's happening. It's not playing any commercials right now. Well, this is just great, everybody. Let me see if I could try to start another one. All right. Well, this is awesome. On the air right now with no help, and there are no commercials to be played. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, everybody? You're getting a real live thing right here. This is real live Matt Skraby. I'm going to have to restart Wide Orbit real quick, so goodbye, Wide Orbit. It's not even closing. I'm going to text Adam, and I'm going to say, Adam, I tried to go to break, and the commercials did not play, and the program won't shut down. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to do some Control-Alt-Delete over here. Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, I got it. Task Manager. It's not coming up.
Sure.
Do you only want to go see it because it has Oscar buzz? Okay.
Usually, yeah. Well, I will see what it's about, and then if both things agree with me, then I'll try to go.
Gotcha.
But the best actor, the favorite right now to win is Timothée Chalamet, who's a big-time actor. Leonardo DiCaprio is up there and for his movie. But
he's dating one of the Jenners, right?
Who? Chalamet is.
Chalamet.
Yes. He dates
Kimball.
Kylie. No, Kylie, I believe.
Is it Kylie?
I think so.
It is Kylie. You're right.
Which is sad that I know that.
It's your dog's name, so.
Yeah. But anyway, so those are the top two. That makes sense. But the third choice in the balloting is somebody I don't think anyone else would ever expect. And it is a huge name from the sports world. And he's in a movie called The Smashing Machine, which is out now. And the actor who is getting Oscar buzz is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, right up there with the names DiCaprio and Timothée Chalamet. So it's kind of interesting. Might be a movie some of you would be interested in. It is out now. I believe it costs like $20 to buy a rent on Prime Video. It's not out in the theaters, but The Rock is like a big deal in this movie. It's about a former wrestler who becomes an MMA guy and is one of the guys who kind of started the whole MMA world back in the 2000s.
They've been anticipating that I mean, once this movie came out and it started to kind of bubble, this was the conversation. He might get a nomination. He could win.
Can you imagine him next to those guys? So anyway, something you might be interested in. All right, here's some games for tonight.
Real quick.
Yeah.
The Rock is not a good actor, though.
He's
Every now and again, a role just hits perfect.
This is the right role.
He's
playing a wrestler, right?
He was.
Or
he's
MMA,
playing
MMA.
He
I don't think he's winning it because of his MMA fighting. I think he's in the hunt because they feel
acting
he's
his tail
well.
off.
Yeah.
Skraby, stop hating, man.
Go see it for yourself. Maybe you'll like it, and maybe you'll be impressed. Who knows? All right, we got Duke 8.5 over Florida.
Who do we have?
Duke 8.5 over Florida. Now Florida was here last weekend for the Radies tournament, and
was the tall guy here?
He was, and I saw him.
How long? Wait, you went?
Yes, my wife is. I went.
That's right. That's right.
She's part of the Holiday Bowl people, and they put the Radies tournament on. So I went down there, and I saw the 7'9" guy. I can't even describe how tall he is. There's no way to describe it, but I mean. Like
he's like right here on me.
Yeah, your head would be at his waistline. He is the tallest person anybody's ever seen.
Did you see him do any basketball
thing? I didn't see him jump. I just saw him reach up and put the ball in the basket. He didn't jump.
So I'm telling you, this guy is like so much NIL money just because he's tall.
Well, he sat at the end of the bench the whole game. He never got in. But Florida
just
lost.
Fuels my argument.
Hey, he's working. He's a freshman, right?
Right. Yeah.
He's working, man.
Just working his way up.
Sometimes
because all freshmen get a bunch of money for doing nothing.
There's a lot of freshmen that play sports.
Yeah. Anyway,
he's not a normal person, Skrabe. I'm sorry. He's 7'9".
Fine.
Let the young man live life.
I'm 6 feet tall. I don't get paid for it.
You don't have a skill set in that game, buddy.
You have no skill set.
Not at that level, at least.
I once almost dunked a basketball.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yes, we know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry,
so you go first.
Duke is what?
8.5.
Who are they playing?
Florida, the tall guy. That's why we're talking about it. Carl Sheffers is reffing.
I think I will keep going with the Carlos Boozer's son. What's his first name?
Duke has been hot. I don't know.
Anyway, Carlos Boozer's son, I'm going to go Duke.
I think Florida has a long way to go based on what I saw, but I'll pick them tonight to kind of give Duke a game. Tony?
Yeah, I can't pick Duke, so.
All right.
Yeah.
UConn and Kansas tonight. This is at Kansas. Another matchup, good matchup. UConn favored by 2.5. Apparently, Kansas's top scorer is out.
Yeah.
But I still don't care. Anything to see Dan Hurley lose his mind.
I was just thinking
I'll
that.
pick Kansas.
I want another good press conference.
Yeah, I'll take Kansas. Tony?
Jayhawks, please.
All right. Skrabe?
I can't do it either. I'll go Kansas.
Okay. This is a local team. We've been telling the fretting about the Aztecs, but UCSD is 7-0. They're off to a great start. I don't know what their schedule looks like. They haven't lost yet. They play at Nevada tonight up in Reno. Nevada.
This is UCSD?
UCSD, yeah, they're 7-0. Nevada's favored by 5.5.
Wait, didn't they lost their head coach last year, right?
He went to New Mexico and took the whole team with him.
Yeah.
Wow, good for them.
Yeah.
Apparently what they're doing so far is doing okay. Anyway, Nevada's favored by 5.5. Tony is first. It's at Reno, which is an altitude game.
Give me Reno.
I'm going to take Nevada. Is that Alford still there? Steve Alford, I believe. Skraby, one of my favorites, by the way.
I'll go Nevada.
I will not go Alford. I will take UCSD. Tritons. Knicks 1.5 at Celtics. Celtics have been a little bit more down to normal this year, but they don't have Jason Tatum.
That helps.
Right. Knicks have been good. Skraby.
Knicks.
Take the Celtics at home. Tony?
Knicks.
OKC is 11.5 at Golden State. We told you Golden State's without Steph Curry. And OKC is 20-1. But I can never lay 11.5 on the road. So I'll take Golden State. Tony?
Golden State.
I'll go with Golden State, too.
Wow, a sweep. Jaylen Brown for the Celtics and old Brunson for the Knicks. I forgot his first name all of a sudden.
What is it? Jalen, yeah.
They're both Jalen. Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson.
There you go.
That's what threw me off. I didn't think they had the
Fair
same
enough.
name. Yeah. They're even in terms of points. Brunson usually scores the most. I'll take him. Tony?
Yeah, Brunson.
Skraby?
I'll go Jaylen Brown.
Draymond Green, 15.5 points plus rebounds. Not assists, but points and rebounds only.
Points plus rebounds.
Draymond is tough because he can throw in one of those 1 point, no rebound games, and then you feel like you blew your whole bet. But I think tonight he'll play up to capabilities. I'll say over. Tony? I think I went out of turn, but it's not a big deal.
What was the number?
15.5 points and rebounds.
Over.
Draymond Green.
Under.
They're playing OKC.
They don't have Steph.
Yeah.
The points have to come from somewhere. I'll say over.
All right, we go to the NHL where the Colorado Avalanche will soon be getting national attention if they're not already. Their record is, get totally accurate to make sure here, 18-1-6. So they've only lost one game in regulation all year. They are home to the Canucks.
Wow.
Vancouver, which is 3 games under 500. Avs are favored by 1.5. Skraby.
I got to go with the Avs.
I'll stay with the Avs. They're unbeaten at home till further notice. I got to go with the Avs. Tony?
I, too, will go with the Avs.
All right. Do I dare put the Kings in here tonight, Tony? Or do I just
you
give
know
you a
what?
night off?
No bet for me with the Kings.
No wager on the
no
Kings.
wagers.
No.
NW.
We'll all go no wager. They're playing Washington, and now it doesn't matter. Okay.
Let's get to break.
Coming up next is not.
Oh,
yes, some fun.
Tony, you know what? Tony was in kind of a mood, tough mood, having a tough day. But it's just so good to see him this happy.
Yes, nothing like a little bit of Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show.
I can't remember. Was it last time that I didn't get a chance to rebut?
No, 2 times.
Two times ago.
Last time
I
did the
Thriller.
South or North Dakota.
That's right. That was a great one.
Yeah.
We should do it
Landlocked
again.
States, North Dakota, and you was the first guess.
I was like,
table.
I got it, North Dakota.
And I looked at it and I'm like, God, that's so wrong, but maybe I'm missing something.
There's actually a clip of it on the Gwynn and Chris Instagram if you'd like to go look at it.
All right.
Let's get to break. That Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show coming up next.
Ben and Woods on the
All right, so here's what happened. I was at the corner, and I'm going to call out the streets because who cares? It was Claremont Mesa Drive and Ruffin Road, which is pretty close to our radio station here.
Yep.
I had to run over and pick up a little cash from the bank. That was simple, trip before I came into work. And I'm on Rough and Road, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Rough and Road can be a little rough sometimes.
Well, they could pave that. It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. They can't call it paved road. I know that.
Wait, your issue isn't the potholes in the road?
No, that was I'm used to that. So we come up on Claremont Mesa, and we're at the stoplight. I'm in the left-hand turn lane to turn left on Claremont Mesa. I'm the third car back, and there's 2 left turn lanes. There's 3 cars in line here, and then the going straight is also red, and that is backed up each of the lanes. So that I've got cars on my right, I've got cars on my left, I got 2 in front of me, I got people behind me. No big deal. Light cycles through. And our turn doesn't come.
Oh, no.
So the cross traffic gets to go again. And then the people coming across in our direction, they get to go again. And then for a second time, they skip our turn. Well, that's what I thought. So now...
Actually, you're not going anywhere. You're stuck.
Right, you're stuck.
You're not going anywhere.
And my first thought, of course, as a good scout or, athlete, is to look around. Is there any way out? Can I back up? Can I, I'll do anything. But there is nowhere for me to go.
No.
It happens a third time.
Whoa.
And I'm pretty clear at this point, this light's broken. And I'm starting to think, how are we going to get out of this? Am I going to have to call, the police to come and fix it? No one's going to know it's broken.
911 emergency response.
Yeah.
Emergency. Rough and Road in Claremont. The light is stuck.
The light is stuck. And so this is 5 minutes probably, but you can imagine 5 minutes.
No,
that's a long time, right?
Time.
Well, when it comes to the 4th time, I finally start just leaning on my horn.
Oh.
I'm trying to get...
What are the people in front of you going to do?
Well, because there was a moment, right, after the traffic comes this way, it paused.
You want them to run the light.
You could at least a couple people could run the light. We could get this going here.
You want them to run the light.
I did.
Break the law.
Well, they had to. Otherwise, we'd still be there. Anyway, so this is going on. So I'm starting leaning on my horn. The lady next to me looks at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Good for her. Good for her.
And good for her.
Kidding.
I'm like, ma'am,
kidding.
are you just clueless? Were you going to sit here the rest of your life?
She has faith that the light's going to turn eventually.
Evidently so. If it had gone again, the guy next to me on this side rolled down his passenger window. That starts to go down. I think he's going to be mad. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure the light's broken. Like, how do you not know this? We've all been sitting here for 6-7 minutes now. The 2 cars at the very front of the left turn lane are not budging. So they apparently are content to sit there for as long as it need be.
They also have faith that the light is going to turn.
But I have no faith.
What gives them that faith?
Yeah, but what gave them the faith? I mean, it had cycled through 4 times now. The 5th time, I was going to just have to get out of my car and walk up to that and go, will you please do something? Or get, and if you don't, and I would have,
something.
You know what I would have said? If you don't want to run the light, just get out of my way so I can run the light. I'm not sitting here the rest of the day. And finally, on the 5th time, the first 2 people ran the light, and the next person was able to get you know what I mean? And after a couple more cycles through, I got out of there. But I don't know.
Did the light ever start working?
I don't know. If you're at Claremont Mesa Rough and Road, you might still be there. I don't know. This was 45 minutes ago or so.
Wow.
So my question to you is, how differently would you have handled this than I did? And I'll start with you, Tony. Would there have been any difference, or do you know?
I don't know if I would have laid on my horn.
You would have just never laid on it.
I think I might have maybe rolled down the window, see if I could talk to somebody, see what else.
See if anybody else was in on it?
I don't think I would have laid on my horn because, listen, what you're asking is for them to, which may not be easy for everybody, and that is the timing between when because they're waiting for their light to turn.
Yes,
right?
they were waiting for
the light's not going to turn. But that also then requires them to guess the exact kind of when the timing of when they can go. And
yeah, well, you know what? Figure it out.
I think a lot of people wouldn't be comfortable with
running the light, even under these circumstances. Well, I think
not when there's other cars that could actually hit them.
Okay, I think you are right. And the reason I think you're right is because of the 40 to 50 cars that were now piled up in my area behind me and around me. I was the only one honking.
Right, and then
nobody else thought to do this. All right, so here's what happened. I was at the corner, and I'm going to call out the streets because who cares? It was Claremont Mesa Drive and Ruffin Road, which is pretty close to our radio station here.
Yeah.
I had to run over and pick up a little cash from the bank. That was simple, trip before I came into work. And I'm on Ruffin Road, coming up to Claremont Mesa Boulevard.
Ruffin Road can be a little rough sometimes.
They could pave that.
It wouldn't hurt sometimes.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. They can't call it paved road. I know that.
Wait, your issue isn't the potholes in the road?
No, that was I'm used to that.
Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby, just hanging out. Tuesday, a little cool out there today. 68 degrees out my way. I don't know about y'all.
That's
That's cool.
Not cool.
That's cool in San Diego terms. What are we talking about?
In, golf this morning, 46 when we teed off.
That's cool.
That's cold. That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's cold.
One of my daily gripes this year was when people in San Diego dress like it's 4 below zero outside and it's 72 degrees. It's crazy.
Once it goes below 72, hoodies.
We don't know Tony's kids well enough yet, but hopefully one day we can ask them to start taking some behind-the-scenes photos. I would love to see him bundled up at one of his daughter's soccer games.
First of all,
imagine
those are the coldest places in San Diego.
That's
It's those soccer games, for sure.
Well, the fields are open. You just get that breeze.
You're just sitting there on that concrete.
Double up on the socks.
Yeah.
Cold. Sweats only.
Cold.
Double up on the shirts. I don't have we live in San Diego, so I don't have like a bunch of thick jackets. So you got to layer is what you have to do. So.
I'll give you that.
Skraby is really trying to avoid this game that's coming up.
But he can't.
He can't. It's coming his way. Do we need to check? Do we end up checking traffic?
We
need to check traffic?
We need to wait a couple more seconds to check traffic.
Meanwhile, while we wait, if you love Mediterranean food, try Spiro's for authentic Mediterranean cuisine in Coronado or La Jolla. For dining or takeout options, visit spiroscuisine.com.
I think we're gonna have to go to the traffic in the middle at some point.
Let's play the game.
Give me a second. I gotta move it.
You gotta move the game?
No, I gotta move the traffic so that we can open with the game. Hey, all you beautiful people out there, it's time to play one of our favorite games of the week.
All right!
We like to call it...
Ooh, I'm gonna go...
Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show!
And it starts right now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, here we go. I'll try to keep it. It is simple today. There are. Got to get to it. Here it is. 27 correct answers.
Give me the board.
He keeps trying to steal the whiteboard.
You don't need it. You have his paper. Let me have the board.
Behind the scenes here at the Fantabulous Sports Game
Thank
Show.
You, sir.
27 correct answers, 29 points. That means there are 2 answers that are worth 2 points. So if you get either of those, that'll be a little bonus for you. A very simple category today, guys. In the Fantabulous Sports Game Show, the major 4 sports, you are looking to name teams whose nicknames are 5 letters or fewer.
Ooh.
Teams whose nicknames are 5 letters or fewer. Couple of quick notes. Although the 49ers and 76ers write out as 5, they're actually longer because they spell out 49ers would be way long. So those are not correct. And you can't use abbreviations like AVs. That would not be correct.
Okay.
They're actually the Avalanche.
5 letters or less.
In any of the 4 major sports, 2 of them are twice, so you could get 2 points if you get those right. Skraby, you can go first.
Skraby, is there an eraser over there?
Like everybody should know the rules. These guys go back and forth saying correct answers. You get one wrong, you get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out.
How many answers are there? I know you've said this.
27.
All right.
29 points.
You need 15 points to win.
All right.
That's what I wrote down.
That's right. Tony's got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Heat.
Miami Heat, number 1. Correct, 1 point. Skraby's on the board. Very good. All right, Tony.
Bulls.
Correct.
Oh, good one.
It's also 5 letters. Tony's on the board. 1-1. Skraby, we're going quick.
I'm going to go Jazz.
Jazz. You guys are staying in the NBA to start. 2-1. Skraby leads. You guys are cruising early in the going here. Tony?
Mets.
Ooh,
Which one?
Good one.
Mets.
Mets. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, the reason, I think Skraby knows why I just asked, but 2-2.
Wait, isn't the real name the Metropolitans?
No, that's just for fun.
Oh, shut up.
I'm trying
Skraby.
so hard to
I know
get
you
some
are.
points.
Good
over
luck
here.
there, but no, that's just for fun. 2-2.
Ooh. All right, let me think. I got to go in a different direction a little bit. Bears.
Bears. Spelling is important. That is correct. Skraby leads 3-2. We're looking for nicknames of 5 letters or less in any of the 4 major sports. There are still 2 out there that are worth 2 points, if you can think of those. Tony's turn. Skraby leads 3-2.
How about the baby bears? The Cubs.
Oh,
Cubs. Correct. Tony 3. Skraby 3. No strikes.
I'm going to take one of those 2-pointers.
You can, if you get it.
The Kings.
That's right. Very good, Skraby. Los Angeles Kings
Oh, wait, I need
and
another one.
Sacramento Kings. 2 points. Skraby leads
What a
5-3. Yeah. He emphatically got that one right.
Yeah, he did, old punk.
All right, there's one left in the 2-point category, but Tony, you're up.
Twins.
Twins. Yep, that makes it. 5 letters. Twins. 5-4, though. Skraby leads because of the 2-pointer. Skraby. You're up.
All right.
Looking for 5 letters or less team nicknames across the 4 major sports. It's early. Skraby leads 5-4. There are still, I think, 19 correct answers left.
I'm going to go with our bosses, Hawks.
Hawks. He likes to call them the Hawks. Atlanta
Hawks.
Hawks. Correct. By the way, Blackhawks, not the same. So if you were wondering.
Correct.
Hawks lead 6-5, though they're called the Hawks most of the time. 6-4, Skraby. Tony, that 2-pointer would be helpful, but I don't think he has it yet.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I don't
Okay.
have it at all. Wow. What do we have here?
What do we have here?
5 letters or less, nicknames in sports, in the 4 major sports. Tony there's really no time limit, but there, kind of is. You have to admit you don't have one. We don't play too hardcore, although Skraby probably would play harder core if he could.
Yes.
Giving you as much time as I can, Tony.
Harder core.
Yes. I don't know if that's the correct verbiage.
Do not Google that.
Oh, I think I got the 2.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I can't think of the other one.
All right.
Is it the Jets?
It is.
Yeah.
Dang it! I only thought about the football team.
Yes.
New York Jets, Winnipeg Jets. That is correct. Tony gets 2. We're back even. 6-6. 12, actually 10 correct answers, 17 left,
Ooh, I
all worth
needed
1
that.
point.
Something crazy right there.
Jets.
Let me
came
go
through
with
for ya.
the Spurs.
Spurs. Correct. You guys don't have the same nervousness I do when I do this game, but as you guys are going through the answers, I'm always scared that there's one that you have that I didn't
you
put
forgot.
down. Right? I mean, I double check the stuff like 9 times before I go because you never know. Correct, Skraby. Good. You lead 7-6. Tony, still no strikes. 5 letters or less.
Lions.
Lions is
Tigers
correct.
and Bears. Oh my.
What was that from?
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm not a Wizard of Oz fan.
I mean,
It gave me the willies when I was a little kid, and I've never
Haven't
gone back
gone back?
to it. Yeah, never gone back to it.
The
Wicked
Willies.
witches and stuff. It was too much for me. 7-7. Skraby. 15 correct. Still a long way to go here, but
I'm going to take a tough one off the board.
you may.
The Blues.
St. Louis Blues. Blues. That's 5 letters. And correct.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
5 letters or less. By the way, all of these are 4 or 5. There's nobody 3 letters. So that's an aside. Tony.
How
trailing
about
8-7 now.
the Rams, baby? The Rams.
Wow. I don't understand why you yell the Rams. What was that for? Because
It
you
was
hate
because
the
I
Rams.
won this game on the Rams.
Yeah.
Oh, and another.
And it was one of
category.
those like I haven't won in about 87 tries,
Okay.
and so I'm happy about this.
Got it.
And it may have even been the stripe on the helmet one.
That was
it might have been.
It
might have been.
On the helmet game.
He said that was a great game.
That was though.
That was one of his better favorite
I like that
categories.
one. Yeah, I like that one. All right, Skraby's ahead 8-7, I believe. Or no, 8-8. Tony just
8-8.
tied it, so Skraby's
8-8
Well,
player.
I'm gonna go up 9-8.
Oh, you feeling
Tony's
good?
team just lost to the Suns.
Suns, correct. Skraby's going pretty heavy in the NBA. He
Just
leads 9-8.
strange.
Very strange, especially as bad as you talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is tonight the courts? Is tonight the NBA Cup?
I think they've
Wednesday,
already
right?
settled it. No, I think
Oh,
it's
so
on to the,
they're into the.
it's on to the tournament
yeah.
part of it now.
Oh,
But
I'm
yes,
really
it's-
happy they made this so
Yes,
easy to.
I don't know who's in it.
understand.
Yeah, they didn't make it. They don't make it easy to
I know.
understand. I'll agree with you there. All right, Tony trailing. Wait,
I don't think we've used it yet. The Colts.
Colts winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, 4 or 5, 9-9, 16 correct, 11 to go. We're getting close to the nitty gritty here. Not quite there. 5 letters or less. Sports teams in the major 4 sports.
I'll go Magic.
Orlando Magic. Skraby taking again NBA. Skraby's got all the NBA so far, except for the Bulls. Tony got 10-9. Tony back for a tie.
Bucks.
He got the NBA 10-10. Skraby.
Reds.
Wow, you guys are
what?
just
Scrabe?
smooth. 11-10.
I'm not feeling you at all right
They
now.
win this
my guy.
game with just a no miss game, and that'll make up for the one you lost if
Yes.
you were able to do it.
Nobody's
missed one yet.
I'm getting thin though.
I'm getting thin too.
Well,
buddy.
the choices are getting thin. 1, 2. I see 3, 6, 7 left.
Reset the topic for us.
Yes, 5 letters or less. Major 4 sports. You're looking for 5 nicknames that are 5 letters or less.
How about
Tony Gwynn Jr. is the answer. Yeah, there's only 6 left. So
There's 6?
yeah, 6 left. If you get, you're ahead 12-11 right now.
how about the Nets? You say them yet?
Brooklyn Nets.
That's a good one.
Winner. We said Mets. I thought Mets would lead the Nets, but it didn't.
Oh, is that what you were
That's
alluding
why-
to?
that's when you said-
I was like, what is he talking about?
You said Mets. I wanted to make sure which one you said. I got I got tie game. Again, we have let me make sure. 4. Yeah, only 5 answers remain. So it's best of 5 now. I'm not going to tell you what sports remain. I think that would be too helpful to you at this point. You guys got to come up with them. You guys got to kind of police yourselves on a time limit because we don't have an official time limit. And I think if you thought forever, you'd probably get them. But what are the 5 nicknames with 5 letters or less from the 4 major sports?
It gets
that are remaining?
tricky.
I don't think we've said Ducks.
Oh, you punk.
But they are the mighty. No, they used to be the
I
Mighty
was
Ducks.
just about to get crazy.
I know they used to be the Mighty Ducks, but they are the Ducks now.
You should have called him on it.
Yeah.
You should have called him.
Skraby by 1 point. 4 answers left. Tony
Oh,
No, I don't like that
Yes.
sound. I don't
Yes.
like that sound.
thinks he came up with 1.
I do. Only because Skraby is such an annoyance about it.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. No,
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't think I can use it.
6 letters.
Says, well, he's not sure. Well, I can't help here. This game is too tight. You got to.
Oh, Stars?
Dallas Stars.
They're
Correct.
still around.
Yes, they are.
Thank God. Because I was not sure.
Tied at 13.
I'm not going to lie. I almost said the Leaves.
Oh, Maple Leafs.
And I
Yeah,
caught
they're the-
myself.
Yeah, they're the Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have not been correct.
Dang it, I keep counting the letters. All right.
3 teams left. Skraby, you need 2 to win, and I think you're going to because I don't think you guys are going to miss one.
Here's one. I hope there's still a team. The Wild.
Wow, you just pulled that.
Minnesota Wild? How did you even know that they exist? That's correct. 14
I always thought the name was
to
weird.
13. Tony needs the last two, so he's going to need one and then a Skraby miss. Again, the category is fun, 5 letters or less, but it's not my favorite because you guys are getting them all right. I like when you miss a couple along the way. Tony,
what are the other? What is there? 3 major sports? What we?
4 major sports. There are 4 major sports. I can't name them for you. You're gonna have to come up with those on your own. There are 3, just 2 correct answers left. 2 teams that have not been named yet. In the 4 major sports that are 5 letters or less. Tony Gwynn Jr. to try and tie it and put the pressure on Mr. Skraby. Can you come up with them? Out there, maybe somebody knows them. Which 2 have not been said yet?
You can't even give us a league?
No, I can't help. I think it's been too easy to this point.
Have we said the Bills yet?
I don't know. Are you guessing them?
Yes.
Not.
Bills was correct.
No.
Whoa.
I think we should do. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but I think it was 45 seconds fair, Skraby.
Yeah,
and then Tony gets 45 seconds.
Yes.
I mean, you've been thinking about it already.
We have traffic too. If we
we
do
don't.
that after.
No. This is too important now. This
Too
is
important, he says.
right down to the thing. Here's my stopwatch. Go.
Oh gosh, I'm blanking on
There's
everything.
one left.
Right now.
One left. In the 4 major sports, it's 5 letters or less of the nickname.
One left.
You guys have gotten every single one but one. There have not been a strike. Not trying to put pressure, but that's 20 seconds down.
I love how I get the timer in it.
Well,
You went first.
He'll get the timer after this. Then you'd get another turn.
This is nuts.
You're down to 15 seconds, Skrabe.
Come to me.
Come to Papa. He says 10.
Oh no.
5.
I don't
This is hard with the clock
I
running.
don't have anything.
All right, he didn't make it. Tony, I'm resetting.
No.
45 seconds starts now for you to come up with it. Tony Gwynn Jr. for the win. The final nickname team, 5 letters or less in
Do you have
the
it?
4 major sports.
Oh, we're gonna be going back and forth until these get these X's.
Well, you know what? Skraby will strike out first.
That's what my only hope is at this point. Because
there's 1 team left.
Dang.
Does anybody out there know it? I'm sure somebody does. Don't put it up on the chat. I know Skraby doesn't look at that. So Tony got 15 seconds to win the game. Or go back to Skraby. This is kind of a fun finish. We've never had this happen. 10 seconds. God, you guys have got 26 of the 27. Time is up. Skraby, your 45 seconds goes again.
Okay.
Skraby for the win. You've had actually 90 seconds because you had Tony's time to think of it. Can't think of it. That's hard. I get when you're down to 1.
this is nuts.
You guys are going to be crazy. This is we're playing the Fantabulous Sports Game Show. Skraby, you got 20 seconds left. You got to come up with a final nickname team that is 5 letters or less in the major 4 sports.
Think of this.
You guys have got them all. You went 26 for 26 until this one.
No.
5 seconds, Skraby. Now this clock is
I got
going
nothing.
fast.
I got
He
nothing.
nope, didn't make it. Reset. Tony's second chance. This is it. Tony gets one more chance, and then Skraby would lose if he doesn't get
next
it.
one wrong.
Yep. Tony's going to win maybe by elimination, or he could get it right. He's got 30 seconds to come up with it. 5 letters or less. I can almost imagine what's going on in your heads as you try to figure this out.
I'm just desperately trying to think of this.
But you guys
team.
came up with all the rest of them like no problem. 26 out of 26. Tony got 10
I'm starting
seconds.
to like question 6-letter words now. Like if I have the right,
is it spelled right? Nix. No, not right.
I keep doing this thing on my hand.
2 seconds. All right, it's down to this. Skraby, you got to get one in 45 seconds. The music's going to play one way or the other. Either Skraby wins or Tony wins because Skraby doesn't come up with it. And he has 35 seconds.
Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
Does anyone out there know it? I'm sure somebody's got to have it, but it's hard to know which one they haven't said yet. That's what they're trying to come up with. 20 seconds for the game.
I cannot think of this darn team.
This is really funny. 15 for the title.
Already said that one. I'm going to lose because I cannot think
Come
of
on, 10 seconds. Don't give up.
That doesn't help. It only makes it worse.
3,
I got nothing.
2.
I got nothing.
1. Tony Gwynn Jr. is the champion of this Fantabulous sports game show.
I just saw it on the chat.
Who was it?
The Rays.
That's right. Tampa Bay Rays.
Wow.
And that threw you off
I
because
forgot about the darn Rays.
They were the Devil Rays for a long time. Yep. Whoever had it on the chat got it.
That was Andy Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne.
They're probably out there yelling.
Guy.
They're probably out there yelling at us too.
Yeah.
There's the Rays.
The Rays, you idiots.
I can't even be mad because I had
nobody got it. Nobody got it. All right, we go to break. 4 o'clock hour on
Tony's
the way.
the champ.
Chris versus the fans. The 833-288-0973.
Tony, you care to,
Tony, I don't know where Tony went.
Because Tony,
I see the corner of his room.
Oh, well, hopefully he'll be back shortly. Harbaugh.
I'm not sure where he went. I might text him to see if he's okay here in a second.
Hope he didn't. Yeah.
Did you think he fell in the shower or something?
I hope he didn't meet with foul play.
You think he met with foul play in our commercial break?
I don't know.
I mean, he is in New York City. So.
He's in New York City. It could be, you never know.
All right, we'll just go forward.
We're just going to go forward without Tony. I'm sure he'll rejoin us when he gets a moment.
Everybody stare at that box in the top right corner because it's just the corner of his room.
I'm going to look now. I'm kind of intrigued.
Oh, someone says maybe he's in the bathroom. I don't know.
He's been known to go there. As have all of us, frankly, but him more than most.
Over under, Tony just forgot that he was doing the show.
That's not nice. Yeah, so maybe that's what they're thinking.
You know what just hit me, Chris?
No.
What if Tony went out to get like ice or something and he forgot his room key?
That is something that he is more than capable of doing.
Because he would never be gone this late, this long, with knowing that he was on the show.
No kidding, man. We took a commercial break like 5 minutes ago, and he has not returned.
I'm going to text him.
Like, ask him, are you out in the hall trying to get into your room right now?
Everything okay?
Oh, no.
Question mark.
Scaring me. No. Did you hear back from Tony yet?
No, I'm thinking
something.
I'm thinking he locked himself out. He doesn't have his phone because it's in the room, so he's down at the front desk or something. I
don't know. I'm sure there's a story in here somewhere.
There's definitely got to be a story. Anyway. I was very concerned about Tony, and I took him off the screen because he's not back. I guarantee you he got locked out of his room.
I don't think you're wrong because that makes sense. But how far away is the lobby? Of course, the New York hotel, it could be one of those ones where you got to wait a while to get up to the...
And he's just sitting in line. I don't know why I find this so funny, but it is.
Well, it's funny if he comes back with a funny story.
Yeah, like I locked myself out.
It's not funny if he fell and hit his head somewhere and we don't know where he is. That's not funny.
Of course, that's not funny.
He's obviously not with his phone because he hasn't gotten back to us.
Has Tony locked himself out before? Not during the show, but I'm sure he has at one point in his life.
Of all people, Tony would certainly seem to be one who would do it.
Oh, August also says, Clinton said, got to use the key card for the elevator too. So maybe he's just stuck.
Can't even get down? No, you don't need the key card to go down.
Okay.
You only need those to go up. You should be able to get down to the lobby to say, hey, I locked myself out. In New York City. But if we do, can you go to the Padre Hotel and knock on Tony's door? We don't know where he is still.
No.
Still hasn't come back.
And I turned on
It's been 20 minutes now.
I know. Now I'm starting to get a little worried.
Yeah, where'd he go? What happened?
I don't know. I would call the front desk of the hotel, but I have no idea where they're staying.
I don't know where they're staying either. And when you sent him a text and said, "Is everything all right?" We have not heard back from him. He is still not back in his room.
I bet you he is standing in line in the lobby as we speak.
I'm trying to get his key back.
Someone said text Jesse or Dave, and
it's really not a bad idea. Maybe at the next break, though.
Yes.
If we get to the next break, we got to text those guys so that they can go make sure he's okay. Because I don't know where he is. It's crazy.
Dave Marcus is probably the one to text.
We'll text Dave.
Because he's, Jesse could be doing anything, but Dave's always there ready to go.
You're trying to say Dave has a ho-hum life and he'd just be sitting around waiting for a text, whereas Jesse might be busy? Is that what you're...
Dave's been doing this job for like 30 years. I don't think the what is the word I'm looking for? Never mind.
All right. Well, there's certainly an explanation, but we don't have it yet.
Text Scan. I don't know Scan well enough to text him.
We're going to text Dave if this gets to the top of the hour, and we still don't have a Tony Gwynn Jr. sighting. All right, do we just go to traffic like it's normal behavior time? I mean, it just seems weird.
We got to move on with the show.
Show must go on?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, we're going to do the good, the bad, and the really, really weird and ugly next here after traffic. All right, it's with less enthusiasm than usual that we embark on the good, the bad, and the ugly for week 2, Skrabe.
I'm going to try not to worry too much.
I'm going to try not to worry also. I'm not necessarily the worrying type.
I'm not either.
But, I'm intrigued now at this point. Like it's with this long pass to Devontae Smith.
He's back!
Helped put him there.
Hold on, he's back, everybody!
Stop everything.
I literally, we went to commercial break. I laid on the bed, and then I just fell asleep.
He fell! I never even considered it!
Tony, you care to...
Tony, I don't know where Tony went.
Because Tony...
I see the corner of his room.
Oh, well, hopefully he'll be back shortly. Harbaugh...
I'm not sure where he went. I might text him to see if he's okay here in a second.
Hope he didn't, yeah.
Did you think he fell in the shower or something?
I hope he didn't meet with foul play.
You think he met with foul play in our commercial break?
I don't know.
I mean, he is in New York City. So.
He's in New York City. It could be, you never know.
All right, we'll just go.
After a thrilling Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show, we move on. 402. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby. Little Chris versus the fans coming your way. 833-288-0973. Your chance to take down Mr. Ello.
By the way, we did a little digging after the contest. If you're wondering, both of you guys were stuck in hockey, thinking that's where you were leading the team out.
Definitely.
And the other thing is, I told the Skraby when you went outside for a second, Tony, I said, I bet somebody who was listening, to the game and playing along, their first answer right out of the box was Rays. Yeah. So the whole time they were going, when are they going to say the Rays?
It's one of the few 4-letter
That's a 4-letter. Yeah. Right.
So, I don't know how I missed that one. I mean, probably how I missed them during the season. It's just not a team
that's right.
You're looking for.
I thought maybe some of you, maybe you guys would have thought Devil Rays and bypassed it, but because they were Devil Rays for a long
Rays,
time.
Tampa never
came to my mind.
Never even crossed my mind.
Yeah, right. No,
I actually thought Buccaneers, but I'm like, no, that's the only team in Tampa. Idiot.
Oh, you got to the Buccaneers, but you didn't.
I was like, that's way too long.
You didn't get across town.
Yeah, that was dumb.
All right, Skraby, you lose. And now we, what do we have?
We have your game,
Chris versus the fans.
Yes, and we have an additional prize to give away today.
Additional?
Yes, we actually have 2 prizes we're going to be giving out. One goes here, and then one we'll do in the 5 o'clock hour. But you will be qualified for a chance to win a grand prize, a trip for 2 to see Sammy Hagar in Las Vegas, including 2 tickets to the March 20th show, a 2-night stay at Park MGM, and a $100 gas card. Sammy Hagar returns to Las Vegas with his Best of All Worlds Las Vegas residency. Get ready to rock with your favorite hits from the Van Halen year, Sammy solo hits, and more only in Las Vegas this March 11th through the 21st and September 18th through the 26th at Dolby Live at Park MGM. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com. But you will win 2 tickets to San Diego State's basketball game against Utah Valley tomorrow night at Viejas Arena.
I will be there.
Oh, so another reason to win these tickets.
Are you leading the chant again?
Go
No, not that I'm aware of.
You led the chant once. Though.
I have.
You have got to do
I
that.
have. That was fun.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's got to be stressful.
It is. You don't want to mess it up.
The poor guy who had to do it at the Aztec game I went to against San Jose State, he was like, "Aye," and then you hear
real quick,
"Aye."
Oh, there was not a lot of people in on it.
I know we have been licking our wounds as it pertains to college football, but I do want to bring up a positive thing that we could root for.
All right.
Tulane currently is the team outside the power system
They would
that
get
would get the last spot.
Potentially, yes.
Right behind them is North Texas. And I bring that up because
they play each other.
They play each other, right? So whoever wins this is going to have a great shot.
Right.
I suggest you all root for North Texas.
Okay.
North Texas will soon be San Diego State's Pac-12. What do you call that?
Brethren,
right? Is it not North Texas? Who is it?
Texas State is coming to the Pac-12.
Oh, this is a Skraby moment for sure.
Yeah, it was.
So no reason to root for North Texas.
Never mind. Go back to licking your wounds.
Wait, Tony, who should I root for now?
Nobody.
Oh,
nobody.
Dang it.
I like
it's
North.
Texas State, huh?
Yeah, it's Texas
Was
State.
it rumored at one point that
I
it was
think
North Texas?
was in the discussion.
They
for a
were
while.
definitely in the discussion.
I think North Texas.
You know, this whole time I've been thinking it was North Texas, and it's Texas.
North Texas is the nickname. Do you know what their nickname is?
They're the green ones,
The
right?
Mean Green.
Mean Green.
They were named after the actual player, Mean Joe Green, played there, and they changed the nickname of the team for him.
All right,
that's probably the only team that can
Texas.
say that.
What school? What colors does Texas State wear?
I don't know anything about Texas
I think they're
State.
are they the Bobcats? I know they're in San Marcos, Texas.
I don't know anything about them, but we'll find
I
out
think
more
they're
about
either
them.
the Bobcats.
They are the Bobcats,
and they're like maroon or something.
Boko the Bobcat is the mascot.
Boko. How would he do against Bevo in a fight?
Good question.
I don't know.
Not
Bobcat
sure.
versus a bulldog, or no, Longhorn is Bevo. Bevo wins.
Yeah,
I still give Uga the championship over Bevo, even though was it Bevo that scared Uga, or was it the other way when they were next
Bevo
to each other?
broke out of his pen,
and Uga had to be
and
protected.
took out some old woman.
That was a funny one.
All right, let's get to our Chris versus the fan.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
Tony and I are just talking about Texas State being a school.
You guys remember
the program?
That's certainly a school that sounds like they play.
Like they have a
in the movie
conversation where
program.
they're like, I don't know, Texas State is pretty good.
I think Texas State was the name of a penitentiary team in a couple of movies.
All right, I already gave you the prize, the rules.
Burt Reynolds in The Longest Yard sounds like he played Texas State.
Yes, he did.
The look on Chris's face going back to when I was super excited.
So nicely to let you.
I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't know how to let you down.
Like, nope.
Everybody go back and watch Chris. All right.
Nope.
You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you're eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, let us know before you get into it, and you will get that question for free today. All right. Let me get the contestants up. Let's go to Andrew in San Diego. Hello, Andrew. Hello. Ready to play?
Ready to go.
Here we go, Andrew. First question. What color would you primarily associate with the shirts of the Arizona Cardinals,
Copy and paste.
Manchester United, and the Calgary Flames hockey team?
Red.
That was such a ridiculous question.
Why didn't you just put the Cincinnati Reds in there?
No, that was just that was a copy and paste job right there.
Question number 2.
Shirts I didn't even pick up.
What NFL running back leads the NFL in rushing yards right now?
Oh, God. LaDainian Tomlinson.
LT back out there.
All-time favorite.
Come on
for
in
sure.
and tell me I sent you.
There it is.
I was so glad you played that.
Good job, Skraby.
We only get to play it once a year.
LT deserves more mentions on this
We
show.
should be playing that far
He
more often.
honestly is one of the most fantastic athletes I've ever hung around, by the way, along with being a great player.
People, too,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I mean. He was great. I'm going to try Jonathan Taylor, but he's been down the last couple of weeks. I'm not sure.
Still there.
Sorry
about that.
Come on back to earth, Colts. Come on back to earth.
Tony's been waiting for this moment, just like I've been waiting for the Patriots, and it's not happening. All right, let's go to our next contestant. Let's go to Steve in San Diego.
Hello, Steve.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Here we go. First question. Where did one Dylan Cease sign in free agency this offseason? Toronto. Indeed. Question number 2. Who holds the record for most threes in a single game by a Warriors player?
Klay Thompson.
Oh, you're not tricking him.
Here we go.
By the way, I think that's the record for anybody.
Yeah, it is, I think.
I had to give Warriors. I don't know.
Anyway, correct. One more.
Oh, here we go.
14, I believe, is how many he made, if you're wondering.
Actually, don't know the answer to that, but I'll take it.
Oh, man. I think that's kind of a giveaway, so I won't ask it. No, I will. You know, these 2 of these 4 questions are quite dark, I must say.
That's fine.
What tragic NASCAR event occurred during the Daytona 500 on February 18th, 2001?
That's when Dale Earnhardt passed away.
I won't even
Clean
celebrate that.
sweep right
That's pretty
there.
good. That was pretty
Well
good. Stay
done,
there,
Steve. Good job, buddy. Give him a round of applause.
Now,
you know the Dale Earnhardt, that was so awful.
So
and you know, I don't know. I imagine NASCAR people will tell me all of the great things that have come out of that in terms of being safer.
I can tell you the first one
I
is
think
the
neck harness. Yeah.
Yeah, because when he went into that wall, it looked like any other accident. It didn't look worse than a lot of ones you've seen. So it was shocking.
Yeah, you couldn't. It wasn't like his car flipped over or anything
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, because
he went into the wall and you went, wow, that sucks. He's out of the race. But you never thought that he would die in that.
I recall ESPN doing, it might have been with Junior, that they did they did the whole neck harness thing and kind of got to see, like, I mean, those guys don't even really move now at those high speeds. And that basically came because of that. That was sad. I didn't even watch NASCAR.
No.
I was 2001. I was, in college at that point. But I remember that was, if it wasn't football that was on towards the end of the season, NASCAR was on all the time in the locker room. And that's how I knew who Dale Earnhardt was, is because it was all in the locker room all the time.
How about one of the better nicknames of all time? The Intimidator.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Is really good.
Especially for
really
an
good.
auto racer.
You know what? People don't remember, but that was on the last lap of the
Yeah, it
race.
was.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
was
it
it
was
really?
on the final lap, and also Dale Jr. was racing in that race, and he did not know. Obviously, anything happened until after the fact.
Sure,
but they created a lot of safety things after this. The neck one for sure.
I bet.
Like that was that's crazy.
You know, back when that happened, I remember doing a whole
Hans device is what it's called. Thank you, Andy.
I remember doing a whole one of my Saturday special rants about the safety of NASCAR. Not for that, but back in those days, they would have accidents and the tires would go flying into the stands.
Well, that ended up being an issue. It flew into the stands, and
it
then
happened more than once.
Yeah.
I'm like, to me, when you go to a sporting event, you shouldn't be risking your life as a fan.
And that's exactly
so
what that is with those
put enough
tires.
Stuff, around to keep that from ever happening. But
I've
back
seen
then, it would happen.
I've seen the movie Final Destination. That's one of the.
Is that one of
that's
the
a Final Destination
where they
type
go
deal.
they go to like a race and someone gets hit by a tire because it was their time.
All right. Sure.
Now we have to go to 16, I believe.
We're fine.
You sure?
Right.
You want to
Let's
get
go
yelled
16.
at?
We're gonna go to 16.
We need a clean break here.
Heather, I believe her name is Heather Dinich. She is on TV right now.
She's money.
Yeah, she's really good. There have been so many ESPN personalities that have trashed Lane Kiffin for this move. And
is she sticking up for him at all?
No.
She's on that list.
She makes good arguments about it. But who did I see earlier today?
I saw a couple people actually defending. Rich Eisen was one.
Defended a little.
He didn't. I don't want to say
it's
defended.
hard to totally defend him.
He made the point that it's within his right, and no one should be mad that he took the better job.
I
but
still think we should be mad.
It also, yeah. Well, you didn't like Lane Kiffin before.
Yeah, I know.
It also, though, he also pointed out that it's going to be hard to walk into a kid's living room at this point, moving forward, and keep a straight face.
But how did Nick Saban do it? Because he did very much the same.
But the thing was, once he got to Alabama, he didn't depart again.
Not again. But Bill Cowher was one of the really outspoken ones.
He sure was. He was pissed.
Yes,
he had that chin
like he was ready to fight.
All balled up.
He was ready to fight Lane Kiffin. But the one thing I did like that Bill Cowher said was that you're losing sight of what coaching's all about, and that's teaching kids, and that's not the case anymore. That is not on Lane Kiffin.
I was about to say
that's everybody.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin.
You know what? Hold that thought. It's 4:16. Let's get to break. More Gwynn and Chris on the other side. Here's some traffic.
From the 855.
All right, it's time for the Beaver Nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the Beaver Nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name Beaver Nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say, I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth. But if you've ever had a what is it? A Lay's potato chip that's waffle flavor. It's kind of like that. Sad Fryer says, "Are they cheesy?" No, they're not cheesy at all. Actually, they're sweet.
No, it's like a hard waffle with syrup on it. With dried encrusted syrup on it.
Now, I don't exactly know what the puff is. It could be just fake something.
Most likely. I mean,
it's like caramel a little bit too. All right, I gotta stop eating these because I will eat the whole bag. I love these things. I'm gonna leave them here though because I will eat this if I go home. It's just gonna be a bunch of beaver nuggets in my bed as I sleepwalk or something like that. All right, it's time for the Beaver Nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, put me on. And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the Beaver Nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name Beaver Nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was going to say it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. We were talking about coin tosses. Things got heated again.
I think things have gone pretty well because at 2:00 when we opened the show, we had no idea what we were going to talk about.
Zero.
And not much has happened since, but
a lot has happened since.
I'm angry about something, and I don't have the voice to really get behind it as much as I would like to. But something's happening in college football right now, Tony.
Like right now?
Yep. That is even worse than what, the Lane Kiffin thing.
Did this just happen?
Well, no, it's been happening all year, but it's becoming closer and closer to a reality.
Yes.
They announced the teams for the playoff, and now there's only one weekend left for this to change. But as it stands right now, Notre Dame will easily be in the tournament, and Miami will not be.
Wow.
Let me just say that I am a Dolphins fan, but far from a Hurricanes fan, so I don't have a dog in the fight. But
I got to check in on my man, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse's got – it absolutely makes no sense. I don't know how anybody can explain it. They both are 10-2. Notre Dame, best win, USC. Okay, but top 20. They also beat Pitt, number 22. Those are their two wins. They lost to Texas A&M by 1 point, but a good team at home, and we'll get to their other loss. Miami, also 10-2, has 4 ranked wins. They beat South Florida, Florida State, and Pitt while they were ranked. Miami's 2 losses. They lost to Louisville by 3 points, and they lost in overtime the other game. I put something in behind overtime. But even if you find all of that to be even, there is no possible way you can choose Notre Dame over Miami when Miami beat them. I can't
so
even
stupid.
fathom it.
It's so stupid.
It
You're
is so
overcomplicating it, right? It's one thing to go to those things if there's no head-to-head matchup.
Right. Go to all the rankings.
But there's clearly a head-to-head
this
matchup.
Isn't even a contest, and they just had the guy up there explaining themselves.
Did you guys listen to him?
I didn't hear it,
Dang
but
it.
I don't get it.
This has been brewing for like a couple of weeks
but
now,
now
too.
it's getting close to being a reality, and because Miami's not going to play in their conference championship game. And
Notre Dame
doesn't play
is independent,
right? So, but there's just no way you can explain this, and I don't know how the people in Miami are taking it. I'm sure they're not pleased. Not only is Miami behind Notre Dame, Miami's also behind BYU. So there's another team in between them. Now BYU's 11-1, but they didn't beat anybody other than a couple of teams. The teams in their conference they beat, but their non-conference schedule was horrible. Anyway, this is just a no-brainer. And I cannot believe that they're going to sell us on this and let Notre Dame in. Why? Because they're Notre Dame. Notre Dame's 10-2. Great. Miami's also 10-2. They both lost 2 really close games, but Miami beat them. There's no way that should ever be it, right? What else is there to say?
They lost 27-24.
It was the first game of the season, but it's still why you're telling me now that it doesn't count. And it should be the most important thing. Not only, you know what I mean? Like it should be the number one most important thing.
Yeah.
So
that's
football,
the whole
that's
point.
a bad
That's the
look.
whole point.
It's a really bad look, I think, for their playoff. But I don't see how it's going to change because Miami's behind them now, and neither team's going to play again. So they're not going to. I doubt they're going to change it between now and next week. Anyway,
it sucks. That's what it does.
It does. And I'm not a Miami fan, and I'm not a Notre Dame hater either. I like Notre Dame. I picked them to win it last year, and they almost pulled me through. But I just don't see how they should get the nod this time around. Doesn't seem even close to fair.
100% agree.
So anyway, that's something else to keep an eye on. If you care about the rankings, Ohio State, Indiana, Georgia, Texas Tech is number 4. Seems a little high, but whatever. Oregon is 5. I think that's high. Lane Kiffin's old team is 6. Texas
they
A&M
moved up to 6.
Yeah,
too.
right. Yeah. Well, they got rid of Lane Kiffin. They figured they're better now. Texas A&M 7, OU, Alabama, Notre Dame 10, and then you've got the other 2 will be the ACC champ, Virginia or Duke. And then the 12th spot will go to Tulane or somebody like that.
Yeah.
But Miami's not going to make it. So I don't see how they can even explain it. This is almost as bad, and we sound terrible saying this. This is almost as bad as when North Carolina basketball got in last year when the guy was in charge of the committee and got a bonus for doing it.
I forgot about that.
The only reason we can't complain is because they then destroyed the Aztecs. So it looked like it was a pretty good choice.
To behind.
Yes, right.
I totally forgot about that whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of forgot because how bad.
Right. They beat us so bad.
Yeah.
We didn't have a case anymore, but it doesn't change the fact that the guy himself got a bonus for that.
But I think he left the room, Chris, while they were voting on
That's
North
what
Carolina.
they said. He left the room. Well, and you could say a thing on Notre Dame. They're easily the most popular college football team. The ratings are through the roof for Notre Dame, hardly through the roof for Miami. So does that enter into it? It sure looks like it.
I mean, NBC is not going to continue airing Notre Dame games if people aren't watching. And
that's right.
Do.
No, people love Notre Dame. It's a national brand. Miami is not, but that should never be the determining factor.
Shouldn't matter at all.
So Miami's getting really.
There was
really
a time
there
was a time where the college football, the heads of college football would have jumped at an opportunity to put Miami. So this is just
right.
This is one of these situations where Miami hasn't been in the light as long as Notre Dame has, and it certainly seems like it's
just absolutely.
It doesn't
absurd.
make any sense, man. It
absolutely
really
absurd. And I wish I would have heard the interview with the guy because I can't imagine what they're saying. Like, what's their reasoning?
Yeah. So, I mean, all the talking heads been going at him pretty much the last couple of weeks.
Been, trying to get him to see the light.
I just don't understand why we have.
Hold that thought.
No, you did this to me last time. I didn't even get to.
We got to go to break.
No, I didn't even get to my last thing.
You got to go
By
to
the
break.
way, I think people are falling out on Lane Kiffin when he says things like, this is paraphrasing, I just told my agent just to get me the best deal. I didn't even look at my numbers. I didn't want to choose by numbers. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's why he's losing people.
Is that what you needed to get out to make us go to 33 now?
We were already past it. Once we passed 28, we have to go to 33.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to 33 because ESPN puts the rankings up here on their page, and the headline is Ole Miss rises up in the latest rankings. That's not the headline.
No, it's not.
The headline is that Miami continues to get screwed. That's the headline, but they don't even want to say it.
Of course they don't. Come on, are you serious? Anyway, I don't even know what I was
Is there
gonna
no
say.
way for it to change? Like, does some of these?
I guess unless they go in next week, and now they'd have to explain their change because neither Miami nor Notre Dame is going to play another game.
Does Bama play a game?
Bama plays Georgia, but so
They
they're not
won't
going to
drop
fall
off.
out by
Does
losing to
Oklahoma
Georgia.
play?
Oklahoma does not play.
Yeah. So I mean, you start
Texas
going
A&M
too far
does
up.
not play.
Yeah.
Ole Miss does not play.
Man.
So all those teams are going to stay put. Oregon doesn't even play this week. So yeah, it's a mess, I think. But I love how ESPN, because ESPN plays favorites, right? We know
1,000%
this. And they play favorites in favor of college football. And it's just funny, they won't criticize them, anywhere near as some of the other sports.
I just don't get why we're letting just a bunch of people choose the colleges. I just, like you said, it should go by records. It's pretty
It's
simple.
a committee. They're in there. They're really
Well,
like.
not only that, but if you do the computers, they put it up on the screen. What is the FPI football percentage index? Okay, that's a computer. Notre Dame is 3, Miami is 7. Again, how does the computer arrive at that? So if you choose people, they're getting it wrong. And if you choose the computer, they're getting it wrong.
I think they should give us a shot to do it one
Just
year.
us 3?
Just us 3.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think that
we
would
make
be
a lot more
sweet.
sense than they do.
Yeah, we would make sure the teams that
Well,
need
San
to
Diego
get
State
into
would
it.
be in there going to Georgia like they should be.
100%.
That's
100%. All right, let's get to break. Skraby has a classic Big Five ahead.
More and more Lane Kiffin talk.
More Gwynn and Chris on the other side.
Ben and Woods.
Lane Kiffin. I was getting the Marty Smith background on how he got the interview. It's wild. I mean, he
was the one that interviewed him before he stepped on the plane, right?
He caught him in that plaid jacket, and he's telling the story about how he got the interview. He's basically said the meeting at Ole Miss ended, and a player came in and yelled, "It's the something Golden era? Who's taking over as Pat Golden? Is it
something? Yeah."
So
anyway,
he yelled his
Golden.
name. It's this Mr. Golden era.
Pete Golding.
And he said he gets a call. He gets in code of Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin's like, "Yeah, I'll do your interview now." Marty's basically like, "We'll meet you ever." He said it's crickets. He doesn't hear anything from him. So he said, "Boys, we're going to the airport." Got down to the airport, trying to figure out how to get on a tarmac, and then I had to come on air. So I don't know how it story ends, but we know he got the interview at the end of the day.
He definitely did.
Broke it right before before Lane Kiffin hustled onto that plane.
You know, that's why I've never tried to be a reporter. Because trying to find my way onto a tarmac is not something I'm willing to do.
No, I'm not trying to get arrested.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying? It could go too many different ways.
I mean, some journalists have that gene.
Yeah.
Yes, I
do. don't.
And others, like me, did not have that gene.
I mean, there are some great reporters that have no.
I mean, you got to definitely take some risks in order to be great in terms of reporting. I mean, that's how you get the
like
the good stories.
My wife calling the Mike Dunleavy hotel room. That's the only time I ever took a risk, and it worked.
All right, Skraby's got a big 5. We're gonna check traffic and then get right to it.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Seeing some improvements on our roads. Tow truck is helping to clear a car out of the HOV lane southbound 5 before Loma Santa Fe. Northbound 15 to the eastbound King Freeway connector ramp. We are getting reports of a brush or encampment fire over to the right shoulder.
My mom, my dad, works for Caltrans. On the freeway. Right next to speeding cars. Please be careful. Flashing lights mean move over.
Brought to you by the kids of Caltrans.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big 5 starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. Before we get started, join Tier 1 David J. from Hop Run Tours for an unforgettable trip to the Windy City next summer with Ben and Woods to watch San Diego take on Chicago at one of the most historic stadiums in all of baseball. This package from Hop Run Tours will include round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations for 3 nights at a 4-star hotel, a stadium tour, and tickets to 2 games, plus a group dinner with Ben and Woods. Visit 973thefansd.com/Chicago for all of the details. This special fan trip is brought to you by Hop Run Tours, who handles all the travel and event details. 97.3 The Fan is proud to promote this package. So I went to Wrigley 2 years ago. Well worth it. So if you've never been, you should go before you kick the bucket.
Best baseball stadium.
What month are they going again?
Please.
Whenever they play in Chicago.
Well, the reason I asked is because the ivy doesn't grow till like June.
Yes,
so I hope you get to see the ivy if you go.
All right. Well, you guys are answering.
I'm gonna track that down. I'll track it down. You go ahead and do your thing, buddy.
Let's get started.
Number 5.
The Rams, not the LA Rams, the Colorado State Rams are coming off a 2-10 season, including 1-7 in the Mountain West.
June 29th.
Okay, there you go.
Should get rid
to July
1st.
Ivy then.
Yes. Yeah, that's actually a really good time to go to Chicago.
Yes.
So Jim Moore Jr. is now the new head coach of Colorado State, and he said, quote, "I like challenges. I like the thought of jumping in head first and trying to build something that can be lasting and special." He said that he's glad to be back in Colorado, where he spent part of his youth, and asked how many 14ers there were in the state, because he aims to climb the mountain peaks in between building the program. He was told there were 54 14,000-foot peaks in the state of Colorado. And Morris said, "We're going to win a Pac-12 championship. We're going to compete for a national championship, and I'm going to scale 54 14,000-foot mountains." There's a lot that went into this, guys. This is. I don't even know if he's gaslighting everyone. I don't know what's going on here. But Tony, do you buy Jim Mora Jr.'s excitement here
for coaching Colorado State? Yeah, I buy that.
Okay, all right.
I don't buy that he's going to hit up the 14s.
Well, he better. He just said it.
Yeah, he can say all he wants.
That is crazy.
That altitude hits those lungs, especially at that age.
You know, he did when I worked with Nick Hardwick. Nick Hardwick went on a trip with who used to play for the Eagles. That was Howie Long's son, Chris Long.
Chris Long, yeah.
So they went together, and Jim Mora Jr. climbed Mount Kilimanjaro with them. So he does have
does
experience.
this. Okay.
Yes.
I stand corrected. I do think he's excited about the opportunity. Is Colorado State staying or going?
They're going.
They're going
with us.
Tony's gun shy after the North Texas.
I'm going to ask
incident.
every time now.
They're with us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's excited about coaching in the new Pac-10.
Sure he is.
He did say brand awareness is huge for that. Pac-10, Pac-12, people know that
That's
brand.
a brand.
Chris, do you buy his excitement?
Well, they're giving him $2.5 million to be excited, so that's probably part of it. Jim Mora's coaching record, 2 games under 500 in the NFL. Did take the Falcons, as Adam Klug would maybe tell you, to an NFC Championship game.
I don't even remember that.
2004, way back when. College hasn't been great. UCLA won 1 Pac-12 title in 6 years. UConn, 4 years. But the bottom line, no way in hell Colorado State is competing for a national championship in football. Sorry, honey, but
that wasn't a question, was it?
No, he did say that. He did say that.
He said they're going to have them competing for a national championship.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, he did say that.
I could say I'm 6'7" too, but
yeah,
6'7". My nieces all Thanksgiving they kept trying to do this high five thing. That'd be like too slow. 6'7".
They made up their own little 6'7"
I don't even understand it.
Number 4.
All right, Chris, you're up first. 2-part question. First part: does Lane Kiffin need to win a national title to make all this worth it? And second question: how many years does he get to do it?
Oh, to win? Yeah, 4.
Okay. I mean, he's got a 7-year contract.
By 4, he better be like in the semifinal.
Shoot, by the 4, he better have reached the final.
I think they're expecting him to be in the final next year.
Yeah,
I think they might would like
much.
that, but I think that's a little crazy.
So you're saying 4 seasons?
I always say 4 because that's one run through of a recruit's career.
Okay.
I'll give him that, but there's nothing that will ever make it worth it in my mind for him to keep doing what he does. I know that's
I get it.
Nice, soft way of speaking, but
Tony, does he have to win a national title to make this worth it? And how long does he have to do it?
I mean, based on the governor that he has over him, based on
the president of the United States, who's apparently in on this.
I'll be fair to Trump. He was just brought into the conversation.
Yeah, he was.
It wasn't his.
I mean, based off the amount of heat he's getting right now from the public eye, yeah, he's gonna have to win soon. I would say within 3, before the chatter starts to change the opposite direction.
3, okay. I can buy both of those. Although I think they're going to be booing him next year if he loses 1 game.
Number 3.
All right, Giants first-round pick Abdul Carter was benched last night, his second time in 3 games under interim head coach Mike Kafka for missing a team responsibility. This continues a pattern of lateness during his rookie season, according to multiple sources. Though others have disputed this, Carter did admit, quote, "I have to be better, take pride in what I do, be where I have to be at, simple as that." Dexter Lawrence, veteran of the team, said it's pretty frustrating to see him make similar mistakes that cost himself and the team 2 out of the last 3 weeks. So, Tony, how do you get Abdul Carter, I say under control, but how do you get him to show up on time?
I don't know as you get him to show up. He just has to. He's a grown. Nobody is.
Just keep suspending him for halves?
Yes, I mean
games.
At some point, they'll get tired of it and they'll move on. That's the thing about the NFL. Like,
it'll become somebody else's problem.
There are a ton of uber talented players.
There's also 31 other teams that'll be happy to take him
no
on
doubt.
And think they can fix it.
100%. But, I mean, this is the same guy who was like I shouldn't say throwing a fit. He was making a lot of noise about not being allowed to wear LT's number. And here we are. Maybe this is why LT didn't want you to wear his number.
He also had questions coming out of the draft about commitment to his work.
I mean, this is. I always feel like if a rookie comes out and he's talking as much as Abdul Carter was talking, you shouldn't have none of this kind of stuff in the background. If you don't play well, you don't play well. But
and he hasn't played well.
He hasn't. But it can't be because you can't show up on time.
It's because he's not wearing number 56. Okay,
yeah,
that's why
he was so dominant that year. Was it
Penn
2 years
State.
ago for Penn State or last year?
It was last year.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was the best player, but he's the
He's not-
weakest.
and that's
in
the thing.
terms of his
That's the
work
thing.
ethic.
You're not in college. You're not going to be able to just come out and dominate as we've seen.
Yeah, right. I would say who drafted him? Joe Shane. That's another reason to get rid of that idiot if you're a Giant fan. But
the Giants fans are going to get this guy fired.
They're trying. They're trying hard.
I don't know. Maybe Abdul Carter just hoodwinked Joe Shane and everybody else. But you got to be able to tell this stuff in an interview.
Did Saquon hoodwink him too?
I guess, because Saquon said he would call him before it. Remember, could you call me before you take the job with the Eagles? Sure, I will. That's right. To me, this is a general manager's mistake. You've got to be able to, come up with this information that you're drafting this high.
It's too expensive.
Somebody that is dangerous.
It's too expensive not to.
This. Yeah.
I love
Can't
reading
blow
the
these
comments,
stuff.
and this came from a New York Post article, so it was some good comments on
yeah.
that article. And someone actually made a really good point. Like, this team has no control. There's really no head coach. There's an interim head coach. There's an owner that doesn't do anything. There's literally nothing to stop these guys. Because Jackson Dart said last night, I'm not going to change the way I play.
Bro, you need to change the way you're going to play.
If he plays against that Ellis guy, Ellis will change the way he plays.
Who do they have? Let me look at this. I'm going to look at the Giants' remaining schedule. If there's somebody
not great
that could make him change his mind about
one hit.
All right, let's move to the next one. Tony does that.
Number 2.
I saw an article earlier today that made a really good point, and I didn't even think about it. We talked yesterday about Michigan State hiring former Northwestern head coach Pat Fitzgerald. What we didn't say is the guy who was fired by Michigan State was scandal-plagued and put the program in a bad light. Fitzgerald wasn't found guilty of anything, but he does have this background with him. So, Chris, you're up first. Is this hire different from the hiring of former Spartan head coach Jonathan Smith?
Oh, it's different. Here's the thing. If you ever made me the athletic director of your school and you gave me a list of candidates, coaching candidates, guys like Pat Fitzgerald, maybe he didn't do anything. In my mind, I'm crossing him off. Like, there's just too many good coaches.
It was on his watch.
There's too many good coaches that don't have baggage. So why do you take a shot with somebody with baggage? I'm not sure, but a lot of teams love to do it. Hopefully Pat Fitzgerald will, go to Michigan State and get it right this time. But I don't think he did right by Northwestern. Maybe they feel he's paid his penance and learned. But there's so many other coaches that you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I don't know why you do this stuff, but
yeah,
Magic Johnson liked it.
Magic's all in.
Yeah, if he's a Spartan, so if he says okay, hey,
we got to be okay. Tony, is this hire different from the hiring of former Spartan head coach Jonathan Smith? Because both of them have scandals in their background, even if Pat Fitzgerald was not found guilty of anything.
I think that changes it. Obviously, he went through a process that in the end deemed him innocent of any wrongdoing. And so I think that does give cover to Michigan State somewhat, which is different than the other situation.
Somebody gets locked in a hallway or in a shed at Michigan State, they're going to sure feel like a bunch of idiots.
100%.
For bringing this guy in.
And guess what? Everybody will be like, we told you so.
Right.
So, but, until then, I think I could see how this was easier to kind of pull off.
All right. I was gonna make a naked bear crawls joke, but I can't think of
Can't
it.
think
so
of one
I'll just move on.
offhand.
Number 1.
The New Jersey home of Eagles offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo was vandalized with eggs early Saturday morning, according to the Morristown Police Department. The incident occurred after the Eagles lost to the Chicago Bears on Friday. A video surfaced on social media of these idiots appearing to throw objects at the home, but it turned out it was just eggs. So, if you guys, and Tony, you're up first, if you are Kevin Patullo, are you pressing charges?
I'm sure Kevin Patullo has a ring, has some type of camera system.
Well, these idiots film themselves.
Oh, I'm going old school then. I'm going to find out where they live, and we're going to do the...
Whoa.
Let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
And we're going to do the egg thing back at them.
Okay.
We're going to go old school.
All right.
Remember you used to get your house TP
This
like
happened
back
to
in the
me.
day? Yeah, back in the
My
day.
dad and I went chasing people with eggs.
Hey, so guess what? Little get back. An eye for an eye. You egg my house, I egg your house.
Okay. I can get
I
behind
don't want to
that.
be pressing charges. I mean, that's...
Send these punks to jail.
Yeah, what's that going to do?
This is just the start of their criminal career. Chris, would you press charges?
Probably not. I like Tony's idea. I'm going to tell you that in my neighborhood, when I moved in, you've seen it, Skraby. It's a circle all the way around. Taking the dog for a walk when I first moved in, and when the dog would poop and I clean it up, I would just kind of drop it in a trash can along the way.
Oh, this is a conversation we need to have.
And because I didn't want to carry the poop around, well, I would look around to make sure no one was watching, but evidently somebody was watching, because about 6 months into living there, somebody left a whole couple of bags of poop on my doorstep.
What?
I got the message, and I now carry it all the way around and drop it in mine.
Wait, you did? Oh, you dropped it in somebody else's?
Yeah, and they left it on his doorstep.
They left some for me.
I'm not going to lie, Chris.
But it worked.
I'm not a fan of you dumping.
We need to talk about this on the other side.
No, I agree.
We'll get
I
on.
got what I deserved.
Oh, so you're saying you deserved it?
Yes.
Okay.
And I learned my lesson.
That takes the conversation away, but
well, we can try.
We can bounce it
We'll
around.
see if we can revive it.
I've seen people do this. I've seen people do this to my trash can, and I want to run outside and be like, no, because now that poop's gonna be on the bottom of my trash can.
Oh, you gonna just dump it in there without a plastic bag? Oh, that's trifling right there.
With their
More Gwynn and Chris on the side.
Poop talk.
Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Allen, Matt Skraby.
That's pretty good.
What are we talking about here, fellas?
Poop.
It was like you were waiting for that question.
That's where we left
Yes,
off.
Skraby wants to talk about poop.
Yeah, okay. Let's just start it because I see this all the time. Chris was saying that he walks around his neighborhood. He used to walk around his neighborhood. He would put the poop bag from his dog into someone else's trash can.
Yes.
And
the nearest one.
Now you don't do
They
that.
dropped it all. They dug in the trash can and dropped it off.
I don't know
trash.
that they dropped mine. I think they just
just
put
picked up
some.
one.
Oh, that's even
Oh,
worse.
wow.
Some of their own.
That's
They-
even worse.
No,
That's gross.
Well, they bagged it. It was in a bag, but it was on my doorstep, and I don't even think Lori knows this happened. I just threw it away and I decided I will never do that again. And I got the message.
What can I ask you a question? What would Lori have said if it was dropped off and she knew that you dropped it off in someone else's?
I think she would have screamed holy hell in the neighborhood and complained until I had to tell her why this probably happened.
My point is she would have been upset with you that you dropped it
She
off.
would have been
It's
a little
my-
upset
yeah.
at me, but she would have been more upset, right? That this, she would have been like, all right, I'm calling like, the people and the, yeah.
No, this is I'm not gonna lie, this is
No, you got to put your own poop in your own
pet
can.
peeve of mine.
No,
Have
own
you
poop, own
had this
can.
happen?
I've had my wife has had to talk me out of
Being
like
upset.
of escalating the situation further by doing something like Chris, because that was straight out of my playbook right there.
But this
Oh,
came,
okay,
this
well,
came
we're
from the fact that you suggested, which goes to what you're saying here, that the Eagles coach retaliate by egging their house.
That's where this all came from.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
you are a retaliator.
Yeah, this is straight out of my playbook right here.
Do you
That's-
guys remember the neighborhood pooper in my
Oh
neighborhood?
yes.
I had for
Did you ever
months.
confront the neighborhood
No,
pooper?
But someone moved, and I have a feeling it
Oh,
was
because
them.
it stopped after that, huh?
And they had a dog that was not a nice dog. So it makes a lot of sense because my dog got not into it with their dog, but their dog was always bullying other dogs. And it makes sense now. This guy screamed at me one time at the dog park
Why?
because he was walking through a dog park and asked me, "Why is your dog off of the leash?"
Oh yeah, this was when you had your dog off the leash.
You got
At a dog park where it's allowed.
You got caught getting it off the leash at home though many times.
Yes,
as
you
well.
have.
I
You're,
don't do
you're
that
a
anymore.
frequent off the
But-
leash guy.
I have admitted to those moments. I have. But anyway, this person would come by and leave the bag of poop on our driveway or in our lawn or something like
Whew,
that. And
that
so I
is-
finally got cameras and I never caught them doing it, but it was infuriating. And you guys both know there was a point where I was starting to look out the window to try to catch this person.
Can I add, if before you play the share music, that back growing up we had dog Sammy the dog, little cocker spaniel.
Oh, we had Sammy the
Did
dog
you have
cocker
Sammy?
spaniel too.
No way.
Yeah.
I used to take Sammy out, and he was such a good dog. And back in this times, the leash wasn't as important, so I would put his leash on, but then I just let him go, and he'd run through the neighborhood. And where he pooped, nobody knew.
He was
So
just
I
getting it
didn't-
off
he just
somewhere.
whenever he went.
Times definitely have changed.
But yes, and but Sammy also had the ability to walk down the street past 10 houses in a row, find the one where the old man was standing in front, and go poop on his lawn. Sammy would do that without fail.
Wow.
So, and then it was very embarrassing to, I'm sorry, sir, get that dog out of here, type of thing.
I bet you the dog felt more comfortable because dogs do not like doing that because they feel exposed. Like that's why they usually find a place where they're able to watch. Have you
Wait,
ever seen
what?
that before?
No.
When
Wait, you
dogs
mean-
are pooping, they feel very exposed, and so they may like gravitate towards humans to protect them when they are doing that. So that may have been the reason that they went to that yard.
I'm glad my dogs don't do that.
Sammy would embarrass me often. in
Trevor
those
says
situations.
Trevor says, I put a leash on my cat once. He refused to walk. I have actually walked a cat.
With the leash?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That
It was an
seems-
ex-girlfriend.
I
That
think,
seems
to
really
me, I
weird.
think I just check you right into the house.
Right, you saw me walking a cat.
I'm definitely walking across the street if you're on the same side as me.
Yeah, you go
Like,
right
oh,
to
this dude has a cat on the
I
leash.
might do the same. I might not feel
Are you
comfortable
kidding
around
me?
that
A
person.
cat on the leash?
I was watching my ex-girlfriend's apartment, which included watching the cat, and she said that the cat needed to go on a walk every day.
Strange. Very, very strange.
And he walked. No problem.
Still strange.
Can't get behind that one, Skrabe.
You can't get behind that one. All right. Well, at least Chris knows the error of his ways.
Aztecs basketball in action Wednesday. Talked a little bit about it.
Guard somebody.
Yes. They have struggled a little bit.
We got to get one of their coaches on to try to explain to us what the issue is, because I'm sure that is all they've spent time working on the last week or so.
Well,
defending.
Good thing for us. We will have someone on early next week.
Okay. Got something working.
Got probably most likely a coach, which I think would be perfect. Kind of explain where we are at right now at the season after
because defense, Tony, it's part effort, it's part desire, but I think a lot of it is just attitude.
Yeah.
And usually this coaching staff gets guys that have that attitude. So it is interesting to me that they've maybe just been unlucky and other teams are making all their shots, but
no, they've given up a lot of points.
Amiss.
Yeah,
something's amiss.
Certainly not something we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, they have some work to do. This matchup coming up against Utah Valley, the Wolverines 5-2, 0-2 away from their home this year. Aztecs 2-1 at Viejas. Utah Valley averaging about 85 points a game.
So they're going to test us in that regard.
And so, and they're averaging more rebounds, more assists than State. Now, obviously, we don't know what the competition they face at this point. But
I bet they haven't faced Michigan. And by the way,
they have South Dakota State.
Okay. SDSU.
Yep.
They've already played one SDSU.
Samford.
Okay.
They faced UCI.
Irvine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Their one loss, at least in the last 5, came to Fresno.
Fresno State, lower than the Aztecs normally in our conference.
Yes. Westminster.
Yeah. Can't give you a scouting report on that.
Just a bunch of priests running around.
By the way, while we're talking.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry. West Coast Baptist. And they lost to Boise. So their 2 losses are both to teams in
we've heard
in this conference.
Purdue is the number 1 team right now. Credit to Purdue. They beat Alabama, top 10. They beat Texas Tech in the top 15. So a couple of good wins. There is no way you can tell me that Purdue has accomplished this point in the season as much as Michigan. They just haven't.
No.
Michigan's 7-0.
Purdue, and they have
but
smoked.
Michigan has beaten Auburn. They beat Gonzaga by 40. That's enough to put Michigan number 1 right there. So, again, you know what that goes back to? The old preseason. Purdue was here. Michigan was here. Well, we can't drop Purdue. Why not? They shouldn't have been number 1 to begin with.
I just don't understand why they can't come into the year and then rank after like the first 3
because
weeks.
The ratings on TV, they want to promote a game between top 10 teams.
Are you more likely to turn into 1 versus 7 or just 2 teams with no numbers next to them?
I love the community college games.
Yes, you do.
I like Palomar.
Consider we're talking basketball. You love none of it. So
I watched basketball. I watched the NBA over the Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, because there was probably nothing else on, so you had to.
I watched it because it was on TV.
And I
didn't have control over the remote.
Oh, your pops was controlling it. See,
let's switch over to baseball for a quick question for you, Tony.
Chris is like, get me out of here.
No, I'm just trying to keep us moving.
Yeah, come on. What you got?
It wasn't the Blue Jays. Let me go back here. Yes, it was. Well, no. All right. Yes. That was embarrassing.
Yes or no?
All right. The Blue Jays have signed a 3-year, $30 million with right-hander Cody Ponce. Ponce. This guy has been in the KBO, Korean League. Last year, 17-1 with a 1.89. So he joins Dylan Cease in Toronto. There was another one today. The Astros, $2.6 million for pitcher Ryan Weiss, also out of the KBO, 16-5, 2.87. When did the KBO become good enough for these guys to start coming here? Because originally that was not working very well.
When you started seeing some of their players come back over. I mean, we've seen Ha-Sung Kim. I think
Ha-Sung was from there. Yeah.
I think Merrill pitched in.
Merrill Kelly, yeah.
Merrill Kelly pitched in the KBO.
I thought he was in the Japanese.
Was he in the Japanese?
I'd have to look.
We've seen multiple players come from the KBO recently.
Kyle Hart was a KBO guy, right?
Kyle Hart was a KBO guy.
Nick Martinez?
Was he KBO or was he Japan? I think he was Japan.
I take it back on Merrill Kelly.
He was KBO. Yeah, that's what I thought.
KBO.
So, I mean, we've seen some guys come over and have who were in the major league setting or the system
and then went
over and then came back.
Oh, Nick Martinez was Japan.
And they all seemingly improved, been better pitchers coming back. And so I think it's also a kind of a cheaper, you're probably going to be able to get a little cheaper price on a guy that, if he was coming a free agent out of the big leagues with those same numbers would be a whole lot more. And so I don't know. I think
17-1, you'd be making $500 million.
Right.
If you were,
right. I just think that they've seen enough success out of the KBO in recent years that they feel pretty comfortable.
I have one more quick question. We're on a break time. Maybe we'll answer after. I've read at least 10 times in the last week that it's, no matter what we say, Fernando Tatis is going to be traded.
Oh, that's the hot.
I haven't read that.
I have.
I've read it 100 times now, and so we'll talk about that.
Boom. On the other side.
From the 8-5.
Stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low. typical tandem student right there.
I tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy.
Fun, huh?
You need help with anything?
Okay, I'm nervous. Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Sello, Matthew Skraby. Apparently, a lot of noise, whether it's from Bob Nightingale, Ken Rosenthal, both saying, and listen, I'm just quoting my two partners here.
Yeah, just reporting that it's, Fernando's being shot, that it's going to happen. And, first of all, maybe just Ken Rosenthal hates us and just wants to keep poking the bear to see if we can hate him more than we already do. But the thing with this one is, if they're right, then the Padres were totally wrong, because the Padres said, absolutely no way, no way that we're trading him. So what I don't get is when a reporter then tries to say, well, I know more than what they're saying. How do they know that?
There is another scenario.
Okay.
Which I don't hope not, but it just might not be true.
That Rosenthal are just making it up, or that the Padres said, or the Padres told us something that they knew might come back to bite them.
Yeah, that's also a possibility.
Okay.
Not saying that it is, but certainly something that has been done before. It would be the first team to say one thing and do something different.
Well, yeah.
That being said,
but the Padres are pretty not worried, but concerned about their image most of the time. And I don't think the Padres want to upset their fan base, especially in a year when they might not be able to spend as much money as normal.
I don't think they do either. But what did we talk about at the beginning of the week, though? Typically, when a team goes up for sale, what is a part of that? Yeah, things change. Fluid. It's a fluid situation. I don't think that's true. Ultimately, I don't think that'll happen. But I'm also been around this game long enough to not completely rule it out.
But I've also been around Ken Rosenthal's reporting long enough to know that I don't believe him until further notice.
I don't think that Ken Rosenthal just makes things up. I think that he maybe texts someone inside the Padres front office and then goes with whatever that person says.
I think there's a difference between writing a story
I think
about
you listen
something.
to Tony say anything's possible, and he goes, "Oh."
I think there's a difference between writing a story about something that happened in the game, as he did with the Machado situation, versus reporting what's happening behind the scenes. He's typically pretty accurate when it comes to these type of deals. Now, we all had a difference of opinion on how he described the whole Manny Dave Roberts situation.
Yeah. Wait, who did he get that from? the fact that Manny Machado, what did he was
Sinister Sling.
Yeah, where who told him that?
Sinister Sling.
Oh, that Dave Roberts told everyone that his life flashed before his eyes. That's not a joke. He said it came at him fast.
Wait, which was it? Came at him fast, or his life flashed before his eyes?
I may have made up the first one, but
That's a classic. A bouncing little hard ball.
Well, he made it. He said it after. Oh, I just want to motivate my team.
I mean, ultimately, that is really the one. I mean, is there another one that happened that Ken did? I think that was
the Max Scherzer thing, where he reported that the Padres traded Max Scherzer.
Listen,
he confirmed it. We went with it for like a half hour.
I know that to be true at one point, that they thought there was a deal done, only for the Dodgers to. Really, for the Nationals to basically use that on top of them and get what they wanted from the Dodgers, which, by the way, has not really panned out very well.
No.
Because I believe they got Josiah Gray and they got the catcher, Keibert, our favorite.
Oh, Keibert Ruiz.
That's who they got in that deal.
So we can thank the Dodgers for that. That's great.
But nonetheless, I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, what kind of deal are we looking at with a trade for Fernando?
That's the thing is he's probably going to bring back something nice.
You need major league ready players. You need someone to play right field.
I mean, you can with him. You could probably address a couple different things. If you're being honest, but again, I don't know. I'm not buying it. I'm kind of with Chris on this. I'm not buying it. I don't think that Ken is necessarily making it up, but
I think Ken's kind of a.
Here comes Chris.
What's
from the top row?
Yeah, right. Okay, what was the last story about Ken Rosenthal? His beef with the Milwaukee Brewers photographer.
Oh, that's right.
Who had the audacity to bump into him.
Yeah, but he apologized
after he was forced to apologize.
Tony, Tony.
Did you see the look on his face? He was not concerned about that guy whatsoever.
He wasn't. He wasn't.
And that tells me everything I need to know.
That's
right.
Oh,
stop.
Tony, if any one of us in the room hits someone like that, we're all turning around and we're going to assist. We're not going to glare down at them from our 3-foot tall statue or castle that they're in.
He said every man for themselves at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Ken Rosenthal. That's why I don't like him.
He did. Trevor says we only trade Fernando for Skubal. I'll take that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know that I would
straight up
because you have to pay Skubal next year.
And Skubal only plays every 4 days. or 5 days. I don't think that's a good trade.
Cost you quite a bit. He's gonna cost you more than Toddy's costing you right now.
And I don't want him because then he's a rental at this point.
I mean, no,
Padres aren't going to extend Skubal.
I'm saying if he's going to it costs you more than Toddy, that means they have extended him.
Oh, true. Okay, I see what you're saying. Is that's probably in their best interest, right?
Who's?
The Tigers to work out a long-term deal and then trade him?
No. It's not. It wouldn't work out. The long-term deal will be worked out.
Oh,
once it's traded.
I thought you were saying that the Tigers would extend him, then look for trades, and they would have a more valuable trade because he was extended.
Hey, mess around, extend him too far, and probably nobody want to make the deal for him. So yeah, I don't think that's how it's going to go. But yeah, I mean, it's been relatively quiet.
Way too quiet.
You know,
we said this last year.
We did.
Well, so Ken Rosenthal,
and it remained quiet too, by the way. Until
Ken Rosenthal just liven it up by throwing something wrong out there. By the way,
he's never gonna come on the show.
Well, you don't like him. Don't give me this.
I'm not a fan of him.
Down now.
I'm not a fan of him.
Okay,
not a fan.
By the way, Tony, what do you think of the group of Antanasio, Brewer owner, Artie Moreno, Angels owner, joined by Kim Ng, Doug Melvin, Tony Regans, Terry Ryan, media members Tyler Kepner, Jason Stark, and then players such as Fergie Jenkins, Jim Cott, Juan Marshall, Tony Perez, Ozzie Smith, Alan Trammell, Robin Yount. That is the crew that is going to decide whether Barry Bonds or Clemens get into the Hall of Fame.
Give me the names again.
The owners are Atanasio, the Brewers, Artie Moreno. Okay. There's some general managers, Kim Ng among them, former media members, Jason Stark's on there, Tyler Kepner, the New York Times is on there. And then players, Fergie Jenkins, Jim Cott, Juan Marshall, Tony Perez, Ozzie, Alan Trammell, Robin Yount. Will Bonds and or Clemens make it. Keep in mind that last time on their last ballot, they both got 66 or 65%, which is really 2 out of every 3 people thinking they should be in. You know, everybody says, well, we're going to keep them out. But I believe more people think they should be in now. So be interesting.
Give me the players real quick.
Well,
I think Yout, that might be a little bit of a problem.
Yout's
I think
Tram's
that
open.
might be a problem.
Okay, Ozzie
Smith,
Tony Perez played with Pete Rose, Juan Marshall, interesting.
He's a Giant guy too.
Yeah, Jim Cott
might be a problem.
Fergie Jenkins.
It's hard, man.
It's all hard.
The eras. Each era looks at it a little bit differently, and it can vary. So I think on the ownership side, I mean, Doug Melvin, that was the GM who drafted me when I was with the Brewers.
With the Brewers, yeah.
I mean, he saw Barry.
Come on,
you know, Mark Antanasio, also a terrific owner. I mean, Milwaukee does very well despite not having the best market. Also, a guy who I think both of them do well in the owner media part. I think it gets tricky once you get to the player part.
Bonds, to me, was a Hall of Famer before ever coming close to steroids.
No question.
Clemens, I think, is partly a Hall of Famer because of his longevity, which was due to steroids. There, I see a difference between the two.
Yeah. And I think most people who watch the game see it the same exact way in terms of Barry being there before any of the nonsense came.
Right.
All right, let's get the break. On the other side, Alden González joined us earlier, had a great conversation about state of the game, possible stoppage, why, when, where. We kind of covered it all. More Gwynn and Chris on the other side. Coming on. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny Machado has joined the show. Manny, welcome. How are you, my friend?
I'm good.
I guess we got to start with the most important part. I mean, you reached a pretty big milestone, hit 2,000. You had 2004 now. You hit 350 early in the year. I mean, at what point in the offseason, at what point at all does this start to become something that you're actually thinking about? Because, I mean, that's a lot of hits, man. You ain't thinking about that from the beginning.
I knew the 3,000 was coming. I mean, I knew both of them going into the season where I was at, how many I was missing to get to those milestones. But thinking about it, I mean, right to like when you got 2 hits left, I'm not gonna lie, I've been searching for those 2 hits for a while, and man, I said it earlier this week. I mean, it's really hard to get a hit in the big leagues.
Yeah,
and that made me realize that just looking for those 2 hits, you're you know, I mean. The ones before have come. I mean, I hit 3 yesterday. That was, you know, it kind of just came. But when you're searching for it, when you want to hit those 2 hits, man, it's really hard. But you know, finally you get it, and it's kind of like, all right, let's go. Now it's kind of let's get it past it and enjoy it.
Did it weigh on you as you got closer? I mean, you started about 100 away when you came into 100. The season. Did it weigh on you as you started to get closer?
No, not really. I think when it got really close, I think when it was when it kind of started thinking about it the last couple, you know. And then it didn't help that I kind of got into a little funk going into, you know, Cincinnati and Philadelphia. I'm like, man, those are the 2 places that you want to get hot. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm going to these 2 places, get a few homers, get a few knocks, you know, hopefully, you know, get it done on the road. And then, you know, you go to Cincy, we get almost no hit by Nick, and then that whole road trip kind of just went to spot and I couldn't really get it. But you know what? I think everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of felt good to do it in front of the home crowd and get the standing ovation and do it in front of the people that support you every single day. So I think that it kind of worked out even better.
Talking to Manny Machado here on 97.3 The Fan for Friar Friday. And one of the things I love about you is that you love the game and the history of the game and the history behind the stats and all that stuff. And do you ever get to stop and think about 40 years from now, 30, 40 years from now? I know I'm going to be telling my unborn grandchildren that I'm sitting here interviewing you right now because I think you're going to be in the Hall of Fame. But do you ever give yourself the ability to stop and think about how you're going to be remembered?
Not really, honestly. Not really. I love living in the moment. I people ask me, how's it feel to hit 2,000 hits? Were you even thinking about that? And honestly, I kind of don't even want to reflect on it yet. I think I kind of want to wait for that and kind of look back and really realize, how cool all of this is. I kind of that's how I live life. I like living in the moment. I just enjoy every single day. Today's a brand new day, put yesterday in the past and enjoy what's today going to bring us. Right. And, I kind of just try to live by that way. But hopefully, one day I definitely want to look back. I know they're pretty cool numbers. They're pretty cool things I've been doing so far. But I kind of just want to keep living in the moment for a little bit more.
How long can you see yourself playing in your 40s?
I mean, I got no choice. I got no choice.
Deeper into your 40s, can you see yourself?
I mean, how this game is going, probably not. But yeah, I'm gonna try to. I mean, look, there's two sides of things, right? There's obviously I'm gonna be a little bit older. The game's gonna be younger. Game's probably gonna be faster. I mean, when I came up 10 years ago, I mean it was average. You had two guys in the bullpen throwing 96.
Right.
I mean, you have two guys throwing 96 now, and everybody else is throwing harder than that.
Right. Right.
That's the lowest now at this point. So, is the game gonna be at that level when I'm in the 40s? Who knows? But on the flip side of that, I mean, there's going to be technology. There's going to be stuff that you can do a lot better to take care of your body a lot better. You're going to be able to recover faster. And I think, me knowing myself, I'm probably going to be ahead of that curve on trying to take care of my body as best as I can.
Talking to Manny Machado here on Friday 97.3 The Fan. And I want to know, because you hit number 2000 was a hard hit single. Number 2001, a homer. Would you have switched those in your mind, or are you happy with how it played out?
No, I think I'm good how it played out. I think it's better kind of just to have that moment for yourself and kind of just say, man, I would have preferred a double, honestly.
Okay.
I would have preferred a double than a single. But even before that, I was even telling Bogey, I walked out, I'm like, man, I think I'm going to butt. I think I'm going to butt one, just to kind of get a little closer to that 2000.
That would have been memorable if you would have bunted on your 2000 hit. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny Machado has joined the show. Manny, welcome. How are you, my friend?
I'm good.
I guess we got to start with the most important part. I mean, you reached a pretty big milestone, hit 2000, you had 2004 now, you hit 350 early in the year. I mean, at what point in the offseason, at what point at all does this start to become something that you're actually thinking about? Because, I mean, that's a lot of hits, man. You ain't thinking about that from the beginning.
I knew the 3,000 was coming. I mean, I knew both of them going into the season where I was at, how many I was missing to get to those milestones. But thinking about it, I mean, right to
perfect song to go into our last segment. Chris, your camera's a little off kilter. First and foremost, we have some business to take care of. Yes, I'm sure you have guessed it. Today's biggest fan. Congratulations to today's biggest fan, Richard Anselmo. Richard Anselmo of Fallbrook. Give us a call within the next 10 minutes, 833-288-0973, and you'll qualify for our grand prize, 20 tickets for you and your friend for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padres game later this year. Of course, all of the fan staff will be there. Remember to register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan. So again, Richard Alnelso, give us a call. You're on the clock.
You said it so nicely the first time.
Anselmo. Anselmo. Excuse me. Anselmo. 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 Richard Anselmo.
If you miss the last name, if your name's Richard, just call
No.
Light up the phone lines.
We also have some pretty cool tickets to give out, but we're going to make you wait until the end of the show. You have to listen to Alden González to answer the trivia question.
That's different than Richard Anselmo.
Different from Richard Anselmo.
Okay.
People don't know this, but one of my favorite things about the baseball season is listening to Tony do the lineups every single day. just to see what kind of landmines he stumbles into.
I'm usually good with the baseball ones because I get 3 to 4 games to kind of work on
Well,
it.
not only that, you get coaching from the master of pronunciation, Jesse Agler.
He is pretty good at pronunciation.
You know why Jesse's the master? And this is I've learned this from him. It may not even be the right or the specific enunciation that we're supposed to go, but it's the confidence in which he says it that you don't know. You just go with it.
That's true.
And so I have adopted that. Just say it with confidence when you say it. Now it has to be, phonetically correct. You can't just be confident and say a completely different last name, but
like Amelsmo.
I didn't say that one with confidence. That was part of the problem.
I think Richard just called in. So
all right, so he got it. All right, let's check traffic. Remember, keep your ears peeled back here as Alden González talks, because you're gonna get quizzed on it for those Zach Bryan tickets.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Got a few problems out here, guys. One of them is this crash on the Balboa Avenue off-ramp, northbound 5. Also reports of a stall, southbound 5 near Genesee. It's got that right lane blocked. Southbound side of the 805 just past Orange Avenue. 2-vehicle accident over the right shoulder. Accident clearing from the middle lanes on southbound 125 just before the 8. And North 5 Coastline past Delmar Heights Road. Watch out for a large pothole in that right lane.
My mom, my dad, works for Caltrans. On the freeway, right next to speeding cars. Please be careful. Flashing lights mean move over. Brought to you by the kids of Caltrans.
Alden González, ESPN, friend of the show, joins us. Alden, how are you, my friend? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was great, Tony. Fantastic. How was yours?
It was good, man. Nice and quiet. Half my family was on the East Coast. Half my family was here. We made it work. Let's talk a little baseball. I saw your article here a couple days ago talking about the possible work stoppage before the 27 season. It's no guarantee. Both sides have, I think, started communicating at this point. But you asked a very good question. Why? Why would they want to do it with business booming right now, seemingly better than it has in quite some time, solely to get a salary cap, Alden?
I think it is a fair question. Like, the sport in many ways is in really good shape right now. And I mean, as you probably are maybe slightly old enough to remember from the mid-90s and just what that work stoppage did to the sport and how long it took for the sport to actually recover from that. It would be awful to go down that path again. And it's still early and a lot can change. But economic disparity continues to be, and increasingly so, a major flashpoint in the sport. And it's been exacerbated by the Dodgers and Mets spending to levels that other teams claim that they can't. You saw Hal Steinbrenner, the Yankees owner, talk about how he'd be in favor of a salary cap. And I mean, like, when you have the Yankees owner coming out talking about how he would support a certain type of salary cap, I think that says something about the mindset of these owners right now. I don't know if you caught what happened with Marquee Sports Network, the Chicago Cubs, but like every team, I shouldn't say every team, but every team maybe except for the Dodgers, maybe the Blue Jays, has been impacted by the regional sports network business completely deteriorating. And I mean, the Padres are chief among them. The Padres were among the first teams in baseball to lose their RSN deal. And that was a major source of fixed annual revenue every year that the owners no longer have. And now a lot of them point to that in saying that the economic disparity is greater than ever. They can't afford to keep up with several other teams, the bigger market teams, and it's a problem that needs to be addressed in negotiations. And then on the other side of that, you have a players union that has said from its foundation, from its inauguration, that they would never accept a salary cap. Mm-hmm. And when those are the starting points, it's a pretty precarious situation, even though we are still 12 months out from this actually being a real thing that affects the sport.
Alden González is with us. Alden, excuse my voice, down and out a little today, but that's really the biggest problem here. Tony talks about it all the time. I think he has a little closer feel for the player side of it, that they will never, ever, ever, never do a salary cap. So, the owners are going to try to convince them that they just have to have one this time. But I don't believe the owners. I'm not trying to say that they're not getting as much money as they used to with TV. I get that. But the owners, every single time push comes to shove, these owners seem to find enough money to pay these big name players. And so until they can get that under control, I feel like the players are always going to feel the money's there.
Absolutely. And look, every single one, and this thing, it's hard to feel pity for all of these owners who are multi-billionaires, and who also, by the way, own these franchises that continue to increase in value.
Yeah.
And you could say, like, okay, fine, that's not actual realized dollars, but you sell your team and you're going to make, I don't know how many times what you purchased them for, depending on how far back you go, but those franchise values continue to go up. And, the problem too is that, outside of the Atlanta Braves, who are part of a publicly traded company, like, we are not privy to their finances. We are privy to the Braves' finances, and they make a ton of money. And to their credit, they put that money back into their roster.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, and that's the problem here too, is that we don't know exactly what the owners' financial pictures are. We just got to take their word for it. And a lot of people are not trusting of these owners. And so that's why it seems as if sometimes with this stuff, you get to a stalemate and it can't really be worked out. I will say, though, if I'm looking at sort of a brighter side to this, and I don't know if it's a brighter side, but I keep thinking that it would be really difficult. It would be really difficult for the sport to go through an entire economic overhaul before the league nationalizes its media rights. And MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred has talked about how his goal is to nationalize all the media rights, basically have all the local media rights of all 30 teams under MLB's umbrella. But that's not going to happen until after the 2028 season. And until you nationalize those and you sell those and you know how much money you're going to make off that, you're not really sure what league revenues are. And so even if you want to implement a salary cap system, I think it would be really difficult. And I think it would be hard to change the entire economic landscape of the sport until you handle media. And that's still going to be 2 years away from this last round of negotiations. I keep going back to that and thinking, all right, maybe they'll just kick the can down the road. They'll talk tough, but at the end of the day, they're not going to want to miss games. They're going to wait so that they could maximize the media revenue. I keep thinking that, but we'll see.
Alden González joins us. ESPN does a terrific job out with a new article on ESPN. And Alden, you kind of hit on something I was gonna ask you about. That was kind of the sentiment seemingly going into this season, was that they wanted to nationalize all the media, but that's going to take convincing the Yankees, the Dodgers to kind of allow their cash cow, if you will, to be split or put into or given into the hands of the owner. What is the latest rounds of TV kind of deals that Manfred has pulled off here, getting back in with ESPN? Netflix is now a part of it. How does that mix in? Is that him really kicking it down to 2028 when those deals come about, or were those deals a little bit longer than 2028?
No, he has said it ever since Diamond Sports Group, which owned the majority of the RSNs, or owned the more RSNs than any other affiliate did. When they went through the bankruptcy process, he said that his goal is to nationalize revenue by the end of 2028. And these deals are a direct signal toward that. All of them expire in 2028. These are all 3-year deals. The ESPN one, the Netflix one. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody else in here. But all the deals here are through 2028. That's when the league's going to nationalize all the revenue. But you're right, Tony. I mean, you asked the central question here. I mean, one of the Dodgers' biggest advantages, maybe, outside of Shohei Ohtani and just the economic driver that he is their RSN deal and how ironclad it is and also how lucrative it is. And I think that's going to be the biggest question. How do you convince the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Red Sox, I'll throw the Blue Jays in there, maybe the Phillies and the Giants,
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is too, if you're going to sell these rights nationally to a major company like an ESPN, like an Apple, like a Netflix, you're not gonna get anywhere close to the amount of money if you don't have the big market teams.
Right.
You need those teams in there, and that's going to be the biggest thing. And it's going to be like, how does it work in terms of collective bargaining? Like, I'm pretty sure that if you're the Dodgers or the Yankees, you don't want it to be split evenly among 30 teams.
Right.
Nor should you think that. You deserve a bigger piece of the pie, and that's something that they're going to have to work out.
I would imagine that's exactly, when they get down to brass tacks and the owners ask for a salary cap, I'm positive that's what the players are going to counter with. Like, well, why don't you just get your teams to kind of get in the same page and kind of split their revenue amongst each other? I mean, it does seem like a very, as you said, precarious situation. Do they end up just kicking the can down in the collective bargaining agreement so everybody can see what happens in 2028? Like, how does that factor into this?
Yeah, and that's the thing. And here's the good thing for me is that I can kick the can down the road, right? Like, I don't have to. I am dreading covering this again because I feel like I just covered this recently.
Yeah.
They're not gonna. They've had like informal talks, but they're not really gonna get down to brass tacks until like maybe this coming spring training. That's when this is really gonna start. And then they're gonna hem and haw until maybe November. November is gonna be when they really get down to it next November. So at this point, I don't know that either side has truly defined what their bargaining points are going to be. We know that MLB is going to push in some way to a salary cap. What does that look like? How are they going to get the union to agree to it? I think both sides are still trying to figure that out.
Alden González is with us. By the way, Alden, you may think you don't have to make a decision now, but Tony and I are going to recommend you for commissioner of baseball. So you may have to be involved sooner.
I don't want that job.
I'm sure you do. Well, you'd be a voice of reason, which is something that they probably wouldn't know how to deal with. We were kicking it around before you came on. If they did strike or there was a stoppage for a year, compared to 94, how much more would it hurt the sport this time? They have to at least be thinking about that in the back of their mind before they do anything that stupid.
Yeah, and to the earlier point about just media and sort of capitalizing on that, like how much would it hurt the product, to the sense that, like, your rights are no longer as valuable, and the league continues to tout how valuable those rights are. Right. I mean, compared to 94, 95, you're talking 30 years ago, more than 30 years ago by that point it'll be.
Yeah.
I mean, think about all the other things that are at fans' disposal these days to get their attention, right? Like attention spans have never been more fickle than they are right now. So the sport will be forgotten. I mean, not completely forgotten. I don't want to be so hyperbolic, but it'll be so much easier to lose fans because they have so many things in society today that are occupying their attention. It's the type of risk that honestly, and this adds further fascination to this, but it's the type of risk that the sport can't really take, I don't think. So that's what's going to make this so fascinating.
So fast. I mean, listen, it was part of the issue why the baseball had to make some of the rule changes. People were bored with it. They were moving away, right? And then you throw something like this in front of them, it could get tricky very, very fast. Alden, as always, man, appreciate you coming on, spending some time with us. We'll catch up again soon.
No problem, guys. All right, take care.
Thanks,
Alden González, ESPN. Thank you to Alden González, as always. All right, trivia question for those Zach Bryan tickets.
Zach Bryan as a music star? I don't know.
Did I not say that right?
No, you did.
I'm just asking for my own
Yes, music star, I believe country.
Country, I know
You'll win a pair of tickets to Zach Bryan at Snapdragon Stadium on July 31st. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, listen up. Here's the question. What job did Chris Ello offer Alden González? Go.
That he immediately didn't want.
Well, who wants that job?
Well,
833-288-0973.
In case you forgot. You got about 3 minutes before we start to sign off.
Have you started to watch Pluribus, right?
I have.
Skraby, not yet.
Not yet.
Skraby, you are such a sci-fi guy. The first couple episodes are going to blow you away. You're going to go crazy.
Is there scary in it?
No. The third and fourth episodes I thought were a little slow. You're not quite to the fifth one, Tony.
I'm not there. Yeah, I got the first two.
The fifth one is like What? And then there's one more to come, and I don't know where they're going to go. But people are like, no, they did. He's not going there.
Oh, it's a post-apocalyptic.
No, yes.
That's what it says.
It's yes and no to everything you think it is. I think it's been very good. It's the same guy who did Breaking Bad, but this is not Breaking Bad.
Not
Just
even close.
understand it's the same
Don't
guy.
go in there like I did thinking
right.
Breaking Bad.
No, it's a totally different
part
story.
2. Yeah, no.
But I think it's one of the best things that you could enjoy on Netflix. And I like not Netflix, sorry, Apple TV.
That's the big problem is I can't find an Apple TV.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pay for it.
And I think they always say the new episodes come out on Friday, but you get the East Coast time and then a little more time, like midnight Friday. So that means you get at 9 p.m. here on Thursday night. I will probably be watching.
I hate that they've gone back to the weekly episode release thing. I loved when you can just watch all of them.
Not all the shows.
I mean, if it's a live show, you can't get it all. You gotta.
But you also could wait till the end and then watch them all at once.
You can do that too.
Kind of what I do too. Like there's a Landman. Everybody tells me to watch Landman, but I kind of want to wait a few seasons so I can just watch through.
You know what show I was enjoying, and then I just kind of fell off is the morning show on Apple TV.
Oh yeah, I've heard.
I watched the first 2 seasons. I enjoyed it, and I just kind of
a lot of shows are like
too
that.
much was just coming out at the same time.
I think Homeland was like that. Or that
Homeland's a great show.
Yeah, I thought 2 seasons was great.
Yeah, you're right.
And fourth,
you're right.
It wasn't as good.
Yeah.
Many shows I feel are that way.
Start off well and then kind of fade off.
The first 2 seasons of Homeland, I was
They're
locked in.
Yeah, really good.
Lioness, seen that one?
I've seen the previews. I have not seen the
I haven't
show.
gotten to that one. Heard a lot about that one.
Nicole
as well.
Kidman's in that. And
yes.
So is not Zendaya.
Zoe.
Oh, she's in the iPhone commercial.
Yes.
Zoe Kravitz?
Nope.
No, different Zoe. I don't know too many more Zoes.
I'm pointing like she was in the iPhone commercial.
My friend Ryan has a dog named Zoe, but that's not who you're looking for here.
Let me see.
She was in Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Can't remember her name.
Not Deschanel. Saldana.
There it is. I would have never got that last name.
Me neither.
All right. Did anybody call?
Yeah, no, we have 6 people calling. I gotta check them in the break.
Skraby's gonna figure out who's gonna win. We'll be back tomorrow. AJ Cassaville will join us. Anything else I'm missing?
Skraby Chronicles.
Oh, of course, the Skraby Chronicles. Don't forget. Yeah, my man here is for another hour. So
for those of you who just have nothing better to do and have another hour of talk radio in you,
that's exactly how I would have sold it too.
Hang on the line for those trying to answer the trivia question. See you tomorrow.